Kaboom! Teach them. Always make sure the message reach them.
Live from Kingston, Jamaica, broadcasting around the world. You're watching the Teach Them YouTube show. Intellectual, yet stimulating. Fair, frank, and factual. This is Extra Class, streaming to the world and beyond.
You know, it's teach them to know. Boom! Teach them. Always make sure the message reach them.
Live from Kingston, Jamaica, broadcasting around the world. You're watching the Teach Them YouTube show. Intellectual, yet stimulating. Fair, frank, and factual. This is Extra Class, streaming to the world and beyond.
You know, it's teach them the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel.
Night, peeps. Everything kind of odd. Good night, everybody. Let me know if you're seeing me clearly. Let me know if you're hearing me clearly. If you're seeing and hearing me clearly, welcome to another episode of Extra Class. Episode number 2, somewhere around here. So something's wrong. Start me saying me here.
Hello. You hear me? More feedback. Correct.
Hold on the feet. Feedback there come from. So like you're flying a helicopter. Ah. Mic check one. I hear myself. That's the problem, you know.
Still I hear the feedback. The feedback is still there.
Feedback.
Oh God.
Mic check one. Audio check one. Mic check one. Audio check one. This really so like helicopter with you.
I don't hear nothing at all.
I hear you know talk.
Hello? You not hear me though?
I hear you. I mean I hear you. What?
Hello?
You not hear yourself?
I hear myself, but I think I hear myself naturally, not through
Yeah.
this.
I know. This is not good. I don't know. I never know this.
So you plug out a while ago. So what I did for you then?
Yeah, that's true that.
Boy, you're smart. You ready to come back?
Mic check one. So you hear yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Talk to me.
Mic check one. May I hear you too?
Regular?
No, through the earphone.
Mic check one.
Loud.
Audio check one.
You're helicopter there.
Mic check one.
No,
Audio check one.
yeah.
Mic check one. Audio check one.
Yeah, I got deaf, man.
Ah, boy. Oh. Mic check
Jesus.
one. Audio check one. Ah boy.
Alright, so me hearing you without the feedback.
Yeah, but me hardly hear you. But me there so me there number one now. Mic check one. Audio check one. Talk me hear you.
Mic check one.
Get your microphone.
You hear me now?
Yeah, a little.
Can you hear me now?
Four. Microphone. Go on at me here.
Hello.
Go on again.
Hello.
Again.
Hello.
Mm-mm.
Hello.
Mm-mm.
Hello.
Mm-mm.
You gone? Hear me there now?
Turn on to your mic and talk.
Good night.
I hear you. I don't know why this. Audio check 1, 2, 3. Testing 1. Audio check 1.
Loud and clear.
Jaja. Why if I don't want thing I next? Me feel for run back that. I could have why me look so white.
Tell you about your color.
Yeah, me a white man.
Okay.
See, I not look focus. Why you focus and me not focus?
Me always focus on your problem.
Me not love that. Yeah, peeps. Sorry. So, I am so very sorry for the technical glitches. You know what thing go. I realized something with this one the other day. I try to use one of my interview mic sitting. So good as me mash up. You understand? Right now.
Foreigner keep again.
I know foreigner kit. But just have to go buy and ship it back if so be case. What else me I go do? This is too low though. It's supposed to be louder than this.
You're look just now you're not
Yeah, because I turn down that. I kill them when I use them there. I say I can get something from a person. When I want to pay, I try to fix some things here, sir. You understand? It's important, sir.
School I keep tomorrow?
Well, let's not go there. Alright, you see this?
Uh-huh.
Hold on. Suppose I hear about this in my headphone. $173. See, now I get nothing here, so. This is the feedback from the computer when I get nothing out of this. That's strange. Wow, look so. Because I record sometime recently, I just this kind of day look a bit far. I want the audio rich, something to use there. I'm plugging in the receiver, yes, and one day just start fry. So now I forget about my have to change the microphone settings. It looked like that was the problem. But me not, oh crap, I know my problem is so. Technological mic, so man, you can't study them. Alright, but that feedback I'm supposed to get. I know me, I get that.
Working with my heart, please don't hurt me. I can't do too much cause it's Thursday, yeah. I can't say too much cause my feelings not alone. I just want some real, but I'd rather be alone. I don't count my time, count my blessings on my own. I don't need your kind of the stress and the night. I don't need your fans, I need your bands to make it work. I don't need your ice, I need your price to make it work. I don't need your love, I need your trust to make it work. I don't need your call me for life. I need your love, I need your buzz to make it work. I don't need your smile if you think that I'm
something wrong.
I don't know.
Yeah, peace. Me I try to figure out what I go on, right? Now me sound like me no one wall. Yeah, hear me?
Clear, and I'm not earphone.
I mean, I sound holy. That's serious question.
No.
No holy?
No, there we.
Ah, they check one. So I'm in for testing 1, 2. Why my microphone on your microphone? I don't know. Peace, me I try to figure out some things and I can't tell you what the problem. So I could talk a little still, cause una hear me. Una hear Scotty? Tonight a Scotty birthday. Well, not tonight. Today a Scotty birthday.
Tonight.
Tonight.
Yeah.
Manual focus here, give me a fight, you know. Scotty in a focus, I love that.
Always in a focus.
That's why you go come out, you know.
That's so
That look like he can't walk.
That's a little bit bad, man.
Yeah, man, bad man have to keep sometime.
Okay.
Yeah, peeps. Good night. Again, good night to my friends. Yeah, we're here. Near one are here, but the audio is not what it's supposed to be. You understand? I don't understand still, but me understand. You understand? Yeah, that I go on.
Mash up it else?
Nah, mash up my house, you know.
Okay.
Zane. Yeah, so right now I'm leaving with the phone them and go walk. And I say I connect that one to this over here. So I have a few things to talk about first. I don't know good for calm me straight. Say WhatsApp people them I don't know it a workout for no tonight. Cause you are going in a dance, you know. No Wi-Fi in a dance. the Wi-Fi, the router in the studio. And you can judge as much as you want. I'm not remembering the password right now.
I did write it down somewhere.
Me write it down somewhere, but me not go find it right now.
Okay.
You understand? So when I go for a car straight, I know the next problem. There's the next problem, you know.
Full of problems.
Let me tell you the next problem. You see, how would this like a street? Man, go man. You see the next problem right now? What's the next problem again? Let me tell you. The next problem is that I don't know if I did change over a number there, let me see. Yo, Kenny Black's a teacher, I like her. Tell her, man. She name Miss Scott. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, man, you know, but you don't know what go on, man. Alright, this one.
Right number then.
If you connect me, I hope so. This will connect to this, yeah? Hopefully it will work.
Here we go.
Boom. This supposed to connect to this, yeah? Bluetooth. Hold on there. Oh, no, hold on. Nobody call the number them to know, say something now work. I be able to stay there with a very jumpy Bluetooth. Road Procast. Then I mean, I eat that, man.
What call can come in?
Connected to call and media. Yes. Hope them come in for training there, because I sit there as a hell and a half. Yeah, peeps. Yeah, technology is technology, eh? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But we'll give thanks. I don't know what them if call, but don't call wait. We're not going to answer. I have a few things I want to talk about. I want to add some. Scotty, add.
Me don't add.
Normally, me in here, I'm cold, so I don't know all of a sudden me add. You understand?
You have problems.
I'll be a problem tonight. Peeps, I want to know wish Scotty happy birthday for me now. Teach him how you're streaming over the net. No man, I have a direct connection to the computer. I have a hardline connection, brother. But then now, your phone can't connect hardline. Your phone and your yard connect hardline, sir. Cookie mama, big up yourself, you know. Give thanks, you know, I appreciate that something there. You understand? I know if I feel me for Scotty, because I say,
you know me just say that?
Dog not me calling there?
Yeah.
All this time you coming there?
I swear.
You always look past it so fast, man.
Like me literally just say.
I saw when I come in the morning time, I know exactly what I'm up to.
Yeah, I may read your business.
Yeah, peeps, alright. So I could run through some things first. I need to look at background nice than me, man. Yeah, man, this year and thing. Scotty said for your microphone. Go on talk to me here.
Hello.
Yeah, man,
Hello.
that sound decent. Zin? Yeah, peeps. So tonight is really and truly for you guys. As you say, the title says what's on your mind. So whatever it is that is on your mind, that is, you know, concerning in relation to the country, crime, the economy, entertainment, family.
There's a lot of things on the mind.
A lot of things. The murder of our women and children, whatever it is, COVID, vaccine, all this. I still feel out of focus. I'm not focused tonight. But before that, I could run through oral. I tell you happy birthday, Scotty. I can't
Thank you.
tell you man thanks.
Thank you, Nydia. You take your vaccine yet?
Long time.
Why you love?
Don't vaccine
So
for
you
take.
love for.
But not right now.
I ask the girl some why you love.
You take yours?
That is between me and the other persons that are taking theirs.
So not between Nydia and other persons too, so you are getting involved in that
Nydia,
thing.
just send me a message, let me know.
Yeah man, so you know peeps, I did a series of videos yesterday, but not really a series, 2 videos, we're not telling like on a series. Where I've audio recording, well I mean there's a video but not show, one phone and one wall and one card and then something. Of a man purporting to be a member of the Sparta gang, making some serious demands on the Freeport police station. One, the person on the phone asked for the release of an inmate by the name of Ricardo Morris within 24 hours. Yeah? And
2 million.
to accompany Ricardo, they needed $2 million that should be placed on the desk at the station when them walk in. See? And all of that was supposed to be done within 24 hours.
Correct.
As I said, the young man on the phone went to great lengths to point out that he was part of a member of the Sparta gang, and that his brother, Ricardo, he's Ricardo's younger brother, and Ricardo a Sparta man as well. When I did the video, I was keeping tabs of the comment, which I do, many people don't understand that, but I do. And the general consensus in the comments, Scotty, was that I frame them, I try frame Smuddy, and them I set up Smuddy, and even though them not call on name, I can put 3 and 3 together and get about 9. Right? And I was a bit concerned, and let me tell you why I'm concerned. We live in a country, and I spoke about this Friday night, where the police is easily demonized and ostracized and criticized, and in many instances, rightly so. Because we have some criminal police officers.
Fair enough.
See, we have some police officers, we have gang members, we have some police officers, we have thief in a police clothes. But the truth is that we also have police officers with the highest integrity, police officers who are very patriotic,
going above and beyond,
and police officers who continue to sacrifice for the greater good of the country. So, we kind of get this general feel that many people don't appreciate the police. Many people broad brush the police as being criminals. Many people broad brush the police as being corrupt. And yes, as I say, there is that. But the truth is that we still have good police officers. And it's kind of disheartening to see that the police have been doing so much good work recently. And people might say, teacher, what you mean good work? I cover the stories, I read the articles, I do the videos. Even though the police could be doing more, in all honesty, based on the level of crime in the country, the police have been doing a lot of stuff. Especially considering the lack of resources that exist.
what they are working
See?
on.
And it was, them try set up a man, them try set up this man, this fake.
I didn't read the comments.
Yes, man, this fake, this rate, blah, blah. I had made checks. I won't call anybody name, but God is a good God. Somewhere along the line, I was able to establish some form of communication with somebody who would be able to provide me with some information and stuff. And I learned from early that it was authentic. Yeah? Okay. Let me never say nothing. When the release came out that, good night, Sir Williams. Blessings, Joe. Ramon, how you doing? Scotty Manzi, happy birthday.
Thank you.
When news broke that the police arrested
The young
an
man.
18-year-old boy in Manchester.
It's 18 or 17?
17.
Okay.
I went back in the comments and there are still people who I say a set up thing and nothing goes on in field. After the police them arrest somebody, you know.
Okay.
Zane, and I asked the question Friday night as to what we really want as a people. You understand? Like, what are we waiting on to give the police our full support? We necessarily.
But you know we can't be pleased. You know that we never ever can be pleased. It do damn if you do and damn if you don't. I dare say it there. We can't be pleased.
Why would they do?
Because if they capture somebody, it's a setup.
Right.
And if they don't capture anyone, them lazy and them good for
nothing. And them a criminal too, and them man pay them off and sitting.
So it's damn if you do, damn if you don't. So I guess
so
they just do what you
police
should.
then do.
I guess they just do what they need to do, and that's it.
Boy.
So
the young man, he also did a video clip. I was lucky enough to get a hold of that early.
Video?
But just him.
Just the mouth part.
Just the mouth part was there. See? When I watched the video clip, because I got the video clip, funny enough, when I was rendering and exporting the first video, I get the clip, I cancel the export,
the first one,
re-edit, boom.
That.
From a look upon him, I says I look about whether or not he's a part of the Sparta gang, I cannot say. You understand? However, it is believed that he used his mother's phone to make the call. So the mother, based on information, was also arrested. So I don't know if the mother was arrested because she was party to the prank to whatever that was.
Or just because he used the phone
You
would have been
can't just
hers.
arrest her because she just, well, I guess they will figure that out eventually. Possible. So I don't know.
Or then carry her in for questioning.
Could be.
Yeah,
but she was detained as well.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know the details as to that. I know that the young man's name and picture cannot be released because he's still a minor.
That's why I asked you
right?
if it's 17 or 18 because that makes a
man.
difference.
17. So that can. But you know, we understand that already and there's certain people still are calling and saying, people on this, you know. You understand? So that was one thing that happened over the weekend. And still the people still are saying police are trying to put some more dirt on particular persons.
Then just cannot be pleased.
But what we want?
We don't know.
If the police them try, it's a problem. If the police them not try, it's a problem. And we see them on a ball every day, it's a crime and kill we. When the police them arrest someone, you hear this and you hear that. If the police them not arrest someone, you hear this and you hear that.
That's why I say that the police will just have to do what they have to do.
But the police them alone cannot do it, Scotty.
But you know that I am one.
If more people don't come on board and support the police, them crime will always be where it is.
I am one for individual accountability. You know that. I believe in that. What are you doing? What have you done? When your cousin do the thing or your uncle do the thing, do you still have the same stance as when it is a stranger?
No, a conditional justice.
That is the problem. So where is your personal accountability? Where you stand up and say, all right, this is what I need to do or what I am doing. Because we all sit down and wait for government to come up with this sheet. It's one old sheet. They want to just cover over crime. You know? And you know, exist a sheet full of old. So if we don't figure out a way to patch the old them, dog name all our supper.
Well, I mean, you know. So the police are treat with that. No formal charges have been laid. I mean, you can use common sense and figure out some stuff. He's been questioned in relation to this breach of the Cybercrimes Act that I won. Him asking for $2 million is really and truly extortion.
But look at the look at the
money
common
sense again. A man think simple, man. Simplicity, the man used to survive. He wants one looking at fire. There's some bit of promote violence. But we tell you this interrogation. The mother was arrested because it's her phone. Alright, just me. Yeah, but I guess, well, we'll find out if she was party to the whatever that was. You understand, Scotty, you have healthy
Tell
skills.
Ace to go on. Ace, go and go call to Sasha. You think me not have you up still? Eh? It's alright.
So, I don't know. Next thing, speaking about, you have good cops, bad cops, cop very people, and cop prep on the other two police. I don't know who send them. You understand?
You see it? Like careless bad.
So, as I say now, I have said it before, we have many good police officers.
Correct.
But consequently, we have many bad police officers.
Correct.
Yeah, but I still think that
have more
in
good
the
than
country
bad.
that I live, we have more good
than
police
bad.
officers than
I think
bad
so
police
too.
officers. I have had interactions with police officers
I have had
around
with
the
quite
place,
a few.
and I have never had a bad experience with a police officer.
Yeah.
You have a bad experience?
Oh, really? You know, you're not the lady.
But me never had a bad experience with the police. And I've seen for myself how quickly the police respond to some things. Like me see that first hand. You understand? First hand. You understand? So if you feel like say every police around your eyeglass, they make a sad mistake. You understand? Yeah, some man they run on one place, run on one part, then call Sita. Them have a thing like. You understand what I say?
That's true.
So, no. 2 cops get long prison sentences for robbing Manchester businessman. And then 2 police brother, yes, man.
Like my one day, they're alright.
They're alright,
They
man.
do that.
What do you mean?
It don't make no sense.
It makes sense for them because you are going on, man. I easy food scatty, man. Tell us some man you have some criminal in I think. They must say, yeah, police are kill man for them friend, you know, man. For them damn friend, you know. Yeah, police are kill man because they might get a food for you, know. They might collect, you know.
Well, that's just a good cop, bad cop.
A corporal who was once assigned to the Kingston Western Police Division, surprise, is among 2 law enforcers who were sentenced on Friday for robbing a Manchester businessman of his licensed firearm and a sum of cash in 2013. A serious business that, you know?
How much cash?
I don't remember, I don't know yet. A money. Corporal Gregory Givens, a Tekans, who recently pleaded guilty to his involvement in the robbery, was sentenced to 10 years for robbery with aggravation. 10 years and he pleaded guilty and judge and ramp with people. Additionally, he was... Remind
me to say something to you about a clip that I saw with Radcliffe.
Yeah. Additionally, he was sentenced to 7 years each on 2 counts of illegal possession of firearm. All 3 sentences are to run concurrently. But I love that part, I think them. Yeah. Every sentence now a concurrent sentence.
Them split up, man.
Consecutive, some of them, man. The other lawman, Constable Gary Gossop, who was found guilty after a lengthy trial, was slapped with 18 years.
Oh, he no plead guilty.
No, plea guilty. Guilty plea business. He was sentenced to 18 years for robbery with aggravation and 15 years for 2 counts of illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. The sentences are to run concurrently. The men appeared in the gun court on Friday. No, it was alleged that in October of 2013, 3 policemen, so when ex-police it? 3 policemen went to the businessman's house in Mandeville, Manchester, claiming that they were in search of wanted men. They then proceeded to rob the businessman of an undisclosed sum of cash and his licensed firearm. The incident was reported to the police, and following an intense probe, the 3 cops were arrested and charged. However, one of the officers was later acquitted of the charges against him stemming from the incident. So, see, bad cops, we have them, but we still have good cops. Where the man gun with them take away?
Oh.
Let me tell you, so when I look for gun with boss boy and further and broke their nose and then sitting, you know, squad of them forget licked too. It's Scotty, his age of consent 16, but them one call this boy a minor because that not nothing to do with that, brother. 2 different sitting that. You understand? So we are try. I understand what you're saying. Don't get me wrong. I get exactly what you're saying. But the truth of the matter is that a semantics that right now. You understand? And the age of consent and being an adult or a minor, I guess
there's a big gap in there.
There's always that. And the debate will always continue. There are many people who are saying that it should be moved to 18. Some people have even suggested 21. I don't know who them they do. You understand?
Far. 18.
18,
yeah.
Right? Some people are saying it is fine. So I don't know. But I understand exactly what you say. But right now, it even makes sense to go down the road because, I mean, it is what it is. You understand? It is just what it is. At 16, you're considered a minor. However, the law of the land says you can consent to sex. That's the next debate for your next time.
Sir, that's a whole week debate.
You understand? But I understand exactly what I'm saying. teach them Jamaica, them 50 of the crime is what them running a whole 50% of crime is what them running a whole. But does get what you say.
It does get it.
So yeah, did you want to mix?
Yeah, the clipping that I watched with you know, he was one of my favorite police. Yeah. And he's saying that there must be some, what would you call it now? It cannot be that some judges are so lenient that you plead guilty for a crime and you get 5 years, while a next judge, same crime,
so there should be some
same situation, some consistency to it. Yes. He must say, it cannot be arbitrary like that.
Yes.
I agree with him completely. Because he was speaking about guns and you know his belief on that.
Right.
He must say, boy, if the fight against gun, for it's a gun business, the maximum sentence. That's what you're supposed to get. And you have to stay there, you know, without
years.
parole.
Without parole.
And I agree with him. It's too arbitrary. One judge can give 5 years while the next judge might give 8 or 10.
But you see, again,
same circumstances?
Yeah. Oh, same circumstances.
That's what you were saying.
That's what I tell us that there can be mitigated.
Correct. But same circumstances, then the number needs to be the same.
Consistent.
Correct.
I agree with that.
I agree with him for that.
I'm not listening to them. I hear you talk about it, but I'm not listening.
You know me have to listening.
But we agree still. And the thing is that the gun thing, I see man get served 8 months with gun. Yeah, man, my brother done a sentence. I sure me cover that story there, man. 8 months in serve eventually. You understand? But for them time I catch up on them too.
Sure, yes. Radcliffe, me like Radcliffe. I loved him from when he was in it. I just loved how whatever I talk about, the passion with that man talk with just.
Them man then means them words.
Yes, him just tell you what it is.
Thanks for the contribution, mommy. So them get one man say him guilty, so him get 10. Can get discount. Somebody say a wholesale. See him? While the next brother say him not play. So at 18 he get. Him probably I think about it and I wanna look under 8 years and I said, Jaja.
But maybe my look say maybe him can overthrow the. I want you to plead guilty, done, you're guilty, you say you do it in the story.
Right, but no, me I said the brother wanna plead guilty.
Him now maybe I look say maybe he can do a what you call it now?
Appeal?
Yeah.
Dog name in supper. You understand? Auntie. No, so relative a former Spanish town done. Former Spanish town done. So done retire. A former Spanish town done held with illegal gun and ammunition. I would have never believed if I never read it. A 20-year-old man, you what kind of age? A 20-year-old man said to be a relative of a former Spanish town, St. Catherine done. I'm going to get rid of this, because people just, you know what I mean? See? Yes, it's now in police custody following a snap raid that led to a firearm seizure on Friday. So the man identified as, what is, Ronil Hope?
Yeah.
Hope. Oh, okay. So I go on. Otherwise called Mass Ran. Unemployed, wow. Of Old Harbour Road in Spanish Town was arrested about 10 p.m. Now reports are that a joint police military patrol conducted a snap raid in Ellerslie Pen. In the Ellerslie Pen community. Pen again? Look how you're ugly, man. During which the accused was seen and accosted. Now, during a search, a Sig Sauer 9mm pistol with a magazine loaded with 14 9mm rounds was reportedly found in his right front pants pocket. Normally they find gun in a man waist. This a man have a gun in a front pocket.
Your pocket big though.
This is a big pocket.
Yeah, because you know them pants normally
tight.
Yeah. To squeeze your gun in it, you know, problem enough to take you out back. Oh boy.
Yo, they find the brother with the gun in the front pocket, the right one. The man right at the rasta, a quick jaw. You understand? The man in a wasting, a waste time that. You understand?
Oh boy.
So Hope has since been charged with illegal possession of firearm and illegal possession of ammunition. So I guess Hope related to Bunman, because Bunman named Hope. You understand? And there's a farmer XYZ. We don't need to forget into it. It's not the 20 years I've done in family.
But why are they
but
so
we said
young?
We said that DeAndre says the relative of a farmer. Yeah, why what?
Why are they so young?
But
Like it 20 and 80.
Bobby Montague did say when he was security minister, said most of the crimes that are committed in Jamaica and most of the young men who are dying are between the ages of 19 to 26.
Like it just sad. Sure.
And you know, about 20,000 more are out there, you know. That's a problem there, you know. You understand? But then we have some people in our country that try to defend some man we plead guilty. I defend some man where them know saying are wrong. I find excuses for man, the system I fight them when some man responsible for enough man death run on one part, run on one place. You understand what I say? At the country that we live in.
Like the age thing really bother me now. Them too young.
But Scotty, as a teacher, you know the youth them pro, you know the youth them mentality, you deal with them. You understand? You see them from early out and you know what kind of meds them depend.
That's true.
And I like you know, you know. You see, you deal with it. Whereas as grade 11 supervisor.
But you know, like even the worst of the worst, somewhere in a year say boy, he might change.
You hope him will change.
Yeah.
But then he live in a community where
And you do everything, you do everything for him changing.
Him have mother and father, but he not have parents. You understand what I say? They make up their mind from early.
I don't know. I know I would have seen students who said them a bad man. And like you're not bad in a real life, it's true.
Yeah, that's true. But then every man a bad man when them have a gun in their hand. And enough of the youth them a lock gun.
That is it.
Scotty the coldest of youth will be a bad boy with a gun in their hand because he give them power.
That's true.
You see me? So, I do if you know. Police investigating video showing confrontation allegedly involving MP. Now, I saw the video earlier before I came on. Crappy. Like them record here for one screen. I'm not sending a real video come give me there. Please answer. I can't see what really go on.
I don't see it.
Gender and Culture Minister Olivia Grange has condemned the video showing a violent confrontation. I don't know, well, violent confrontation between a man and a woman which allegedly involves a member of parliament. The male is believed to be the MP.
Okay.
I have gotten her name to where we don't call nobody. The video has been circulating on social media. I want the real video. Oh, maybe I say video look confusing. In a release this afternoon, Green said she has discussed and the MP is believed to be a JLP MP. You will get that out there later. We're not keeping a secret. So in a release this afternoon, Grange said she has discussed the video with Minister of National Security, Dr. Horace Strang, and that he has asked the police to investigate the matter. Grange said she is deeply disturbed by the video and the allegation that an MP was involved. The government is firmly against acts of violence. This video is deeply disturbing and completely unacceptable. We cannot condone any act of gender-based or family violence. We cannot turn a blind eye.
We shouldn't.
I keep saying that we can end the violence, but it requires all of us to end the violence. And that means that we each have a role to play in ending the violence. Why so much violence in this? We have to intervene in what we know happens next door, and we have to make a report, she urged. She said the government will continue its campaign against gender-based violence. We have to develop a mindset and practice in Jamaica that there is no excuse for abuse, she said.
I haven't seen the video.
I sight it up one of the, in a hat. I see Glean and post it one place and I don't love it. You understand? I hardly see nothing too tough. It's like somebody record here from one screen, record, and then somebody else record here from one screen, and somebody else record here from one screen. Well, even so, in a record code.
Okay.
You understand? So we can find here. So see? If you don't know this, but I see the video what I tell.
Okay.
And thing. So when I watch the video properly, when I develop a full understanding how I go on, then I'll probably do a video. But at this stage, I'm not even need to run sure. a video because I'm not really sure. As I say, I've been furnished with a name and constituent. Well, if I give me the name, you know which constituent is still a name something. So, I know strangely enough, when I think it was posted on Twitter. And let me show you a look at so hold on. See me can't find it. Boom. Cause you have people in it. Let me see if I can't find it. Alright, see it there.
It's an argument, them a fight. Okay.
So I don't know how violent the confrontation was because the video was not, you know what I mean? Dark horse agreed.
The third party are coming.
On the
But that video they really not hot as
right,
the video
I'm
say.
video copy, man. Hold on the piece, we'll look on the video.
You can't see nothing upon it?
Yeah, man. Show me how good.
I forget more carrot.
And wear glass.
Well, I need for my glasses, that is true.
Yeah, video, I don't, alright, so I'm going to look on some of my comment them, and this is what I want to point out. Somebody whisper and tell me how this alleged should be. What somebody said? Yeah, man. Don't see any major issue. Video not clear enough. Two persons just having a little fight.
That is a fair statement.
Alright, watch what go on though. I am also concerned though that no one was interested in what was going on. See a person in and out of the house, another came and walk away. Would love to hear this story. People just minding their business, man, is it? The video show a confrontation. I have watched it many times, and unless there are other videos, I don't see enough to label this man as being violent against a woman. The video was edited to omit the assault. That stool-looking thing that the female threw on the man's car was used to hit her several times mercilessly.
As I said, I didn't see the video. I can't see it.
So, as me I say, I need to see the videos before I can make an assessment, a fair assessment.
Which is fair enough.
Because the truth is, you just don't know. It is easy to run and say this and that and whatnot, but well, you know me operate still. Just sent you the video, Miss Scott. Somebody said then just send you the video.
Hold on.
Look for the video there, so somebody send the video there. Oh,
on my phone?
So the woman there carried over here, so boom. I want to them people when they have video things, man.
But look how who said the video.
Okay. Oh, yeah, watch Tariq, look up yourself.
Other Tariq.
Good night, madam. But I said the video me again, but you are going on, man.
Equality. And the person that sent me the video, I don't want you to send me it. You know why I don't want you to send me it.
No, peeps. As I say, I will look at the video and see. I think a constant time let's see it.
A long time I not talk to that little fellow too.
So I don't even know. So that's one piece. But we categorically state that we don't condone or uphold or tolerate or support
anybody.
Any violence against anybody at all.
Correct.
Male and male, female and female, female and male, male and female. We're not a art of love thing. You understand what I say? I always say if it's a relationship thing and it's going to reach this, we just need to go on a separate ways.
We decide say now.
But sometimes it's kind of difficult to just up or leave. But sometimes you have to just leave some things behind. Walk out with your peace of mind and your life.
And your life. Don't forget that part.
FLA clarifies that it is not accepting online applications. Yeah? So the Firearm Licensing Authority has moved to clarify that online submissions of application and appeals for a firearm is in a pilot phase and is currently unavailable to the public.
Okay.
So them are piloting. This clarification follows an announcement by the Ministry of National Security on Friday, because I saw it, January 29th. As a matter of fact, I covered it in our stream, that the authority began accepting applications online. The online processing system is set to become available in the near future, the FLA said in a statement on Friday. So the FLA said it is ensuring that before the online system goes live, it is secured and will effectively facilitate the large number of applications that it normally receives. Now, in the meantime, the FLA is assuring new applicants that that its current online tracking system is fully functional and allows applicants to monitor the progress of their application via the Firearm licensing authority.com. Additionally, email updates are sent to applicants wherever there is progress with the application. And because many people normally raise FLA, yeah, go ahead.
Is it that they're just now starting this online thing?
Correct.
The pilot program?
Well, it is from January them posted, so I don't know.
It's early still.
Well, I guess, but they must say now you can track your things same way, but for submit application and appeal,
Should be
you can't do it
in-person.
online yet. But for track the progress of your application, you get update and you can see that still.
Okay.
So I know a lot of people normally ask questions about the FLA, and I still try to get an interview with Shane Darling. I don't know why it's me. I reach out to them, I forgot probably go up there. You understand? Mr. Darling, you go want to talk to you because people ask me some things that I can't answer. You understand? So
He's
come
the
talk
best
to
person
people.
to-
Yeah, man, it's so it true go. You know, with the outbreak of the COVID-19 virus, a lot of things have moved online, including education.
Right.
And many children have fallen prey to schemers and scammers and
All the ills of
all
war.
sort of people online. Yeah, because even though children use the internet, they're not
They're not smart.
right. They're not
Yeah.
versed on best practices
No, they aren't.
in virtual communication.
They are not.
And parents take it for granted that when you give them a tablet and a phone, a school thing they might deal with.
I know-
Sometimes
I
as
know
far as from the
differently.
school as is possible.
I know differently.
May I tell you? Police urge parents and guardians to monitor children's activities online. Now, head of the Center for the Investigation of Sexual Offences and Child Abuse, Senior Superintendent of Police, Charmaine Chand, says parents and guardians must more vigilantly monitor their children's activities on the internet to prevent them from falling victims to predators. I second that. You understand? SSP Shand, who was addressing the virtual launch of Matilda's Corners District Consultative Committee in St. Andrew, said that the police are seeing cases of sexual assaults resulting from situations where victims met their perpetrators online. This has been going on from a long time, but I guess it'll get more prevalent because more you with them online. Like. We have seen a lot of those cases come into Sissoko where they meet persons on social media and they are invited to meet them at a particular location. Turn on the yard. They intend to meet one person, and when they arrive at the location, they are meeting 2 and 3 persons. And they are most times raped by these persons. SSP Shan noted that a lot of children are being allowed unsupervised internet and device use, making them vulnerable to online predators. Because the truth is, some parents just want to know something, you get a tablet or a phone and then I'm busy with nothing else.
But that's one, but then there's another side where, sir, the parents get the phone and tablet and the parents at work.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Still, but you
imagine-
don't have to do that for monitor certain things.
You can parental control it,
Okay, but that's
but
what I
how
can know
many of these parents know how to do
So,
that?
with articles like these, we kind of get the word out there.
They don't know about that.
That's true still.
They don't know about the parental lock you can put on it so they can't access certain sites. They don't have a clue, Mr. Williams. Most of the parents, they get a tablet. Thank God me have a tablet so the child can go to school. And that's it.
That's true still.
That is
I guess
it.
that's the primary concern.
Yeah.
And nothing else really.
That is it. There's nothing else. So there's... If I then get the tablet, that's where it
But that's
ends.
true, yes.
Really and truly.
I can agree with that for sure. But you're rough, you know.
Sir.
And look, you see, the truth is, Scotty, even though we have to work to take care of our youths, them, we have to find some time to check on our youths, them.
I may agree with that, you know, sir. I agree with that, but as what you say, it's rough. I have spoken to parents where they are out from 6 in the morning. I remember one year, me have a same student. He did both of her subjects. And the mother leave out early to go to work, 6 o'clock.
And then now come to school.
And in a fair
Big
man,
belly.
in a fair man, the little boy come to school every morning.
They have to beat him up.
The boy now come to school. Or him come to school when at lunchtime. Or him come to school when he have me. Or him come when he have you because he know we are the two where I look for him. He does not come. So, you know, them, you have cases, a lot of cases like that. But the parent really put forth them best front foot. But it rough.
I do.
While they have some parents who are not caring, sir. None at all. So right now the pendulum just a swing.
Yeah, hold on. Carry what you talk about? Say, Rosie, a parent, babe, okay, I think I mean. So you know, parents just see how best you can supervise and monitor despite the circumstances and constraints in many instances your children, because
I see somebody say something makes sense. Even with the parental control,
kids find ways.
Oh Lord,
in person. That is true, still in your lap, but a few more kids will be saved if the level of supervision increase. Teach good night to your wife that no, you're not Empress Dan.
Ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, man, I have a wife, man.
That's why you need two parents.
She behave like she my wife still, but she know that. That's why you need one?
Two parents at home.
Two parents at home. Not
I get to know that.
FLA is a joke. Alright, sir. Let me laugh, yeah. I cannot speak to that still. I have been trying to get the FLA to de-joke themselves. So I'm trying. We'll see how that goes.
Good night, Miss McDermott. How are you?
Auntie Millie. Well, go on. Now, peeps, I spoke about this. Can we go on a geography lesson Friday night?
That's what you did Friday night?
Yeah, man. The first start I stream and tell them exactly what I go on and why it go on and there's a stage.
I can't remember when we did the Friday.
Then me don't know. Yeah, I won't be going. Me know your name there. Yeah, son. And why the Eastern Caribbean is so active like that and them something there. The situation in Montserrat is not improving. Eruptions continue.
Yeah.
And evacuation continue. And I saw where a US scientist is saying that why, I don't know, it don't look good. Because they don't see anytime soon.
It coming.
Right.
Not good.
Eruptions abating.
Not good at all.
You understand? So there are fears that it may become a Montserrat. So.
Wow.
Condition worsened on Sunday on the eastern Caribbean island of St. Vincent as loud rumblings, lightning and heavy ashfall were observed and residents reported power cuts. You know, somebody actually reached out to me today and said, Teach, I know say you focus mainly on Jamaica and stuff, but I don't see nobody cover the St. Vincent thing and well, go on. I see a thing on CNN, on BBC, CNN, and I know some of the media outlets. Empress Rosie, big up yourself, you know. Zane, Firearm, non-licensed author. Some of the media outlets in Jamaica have been trying to provide some information. First, I know that normally some of the interviews, people from all over the world watch the interviews on the premiere. But if anybody is watching from St. Vincent, give me a link. If anybody is watching from St. Vincent, we probably can, talk to them and
I mean, our neighbor.
And probably, because I guess them want some things, so we probably have to put some things together and sure, me and them are a sheet and them something there, bed.
Yeah, I saw it and I was to say to you, but I went outside.
Yeah, probably.
It would be nice if we could put something together for our job.
Probably have to go do that.
Yeah, man.
And them something. So I could deal with this. So the eruption Friday of La Sophia, as I told you Friday night, there are 3 Sophia volcanoes in the Caribbean. One is in Montserrat, that is the Sophia Hills volcano. One is in Guadeloupe, that is the Sophia volcano. The one in St. Vincent is La Sophia. So the eruption on Friday of La Sophia forced many residents to evacuate their homes, though some remained in place, so like a Jamaica. The rumblings was heard in the capital of Kingstown, about 20 miles or 32 kilometers to the south. I am just here wondering when it is going to calm down, resident Khalid Sutherland said. Lava has begun to flow from the volcano, said Professor Richard Robertson, the lead scientist at the University of the West Indies Seismic Research Center. That sound good. I know my name couldn't drop in that.
Thanks, Rosie. Shut up. Boy, you know your name could have dropped in that.
That's Scotty. Oh, I see. All right. Yeah, me, Professor. You understand?
You could.
Yeah,
Why aren't you?
That's what I say. It's likely that at some point it would quiet down and hopefully we would have a break so that we could recover a little bit more. But don't be surprised if after the break it picks up like this again, Robertson said. Now, Elford Lewis, a 56-year-old farmer who evacuated his home on Sunday morning, said the ongoing eruption is worse than the last big one in 1979. This one is more serious, I would have think so too, said Lewis, who witnessed the big eruption decades ago. So an eruption of 4,003 foot, well, of the 4,003 foot or 1,220 meter volcano in 1902 killed roughly 1,600 people. About 16,000 people have had to flee their ash-covered communities, and the ash, so even though lava not affecting it, the ash itself, can cause respiratory problems, The volcanic gases, the sulfur, whatever it is,
that
problem
is
again. Then you're gonna have pollution of the water
everything,
sources.
because when I saw the video, I'm not everything polluted, sir.
You're going to have fish kill. That is definite. Plants will be affected. You understand what I mean? A whole host of things, livestock will be affected.
You know what I saw somebody did? So there's the video of the ash and the cloud. And somebody will play, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Really?
Yes.
They don't like no good snow that. You
Like,
understand?
I don't know. So on top of COVID, they are now battling the volcano.
But I have to give thanks to you look rocky because we know hurricane can deal with it from time to time.
So good at hurricane season.
Yeah, but say you are going. Nigel Armstrong, big up yourself enough, fam. Give thanks. The thing is that, and yes, we are in a very tectonically active zone where earthquakes
is a problem.
But the truth is that we could have deal with volcanoes too. But God is good even on a bad day, you understand? You know, so we couldn't deal with no more audience in there. So, give you all of them. So, we give thanks. But on a serious note, if there's anybody from St. Vincent who is watching, feel free.
Or you know somebody from
or if
there.
you know somebody, Zane, who would be able to, give me a loop is always carrying. Yeah, just me. I see some things there as well. And in the cleaner as well. I've seen some things in the cleaner. Zane, the thing is that I have not been tracking it as close as I probably could have. Zane, somebody in the household is. I find it very fascinating and stuff. And you would think that they are the teacher of geography, but I guess it's because I understand and I know all the things. You understand? Some don't find it fascinating no more. You understand? And if probably I didn't near enough, I couldn't fly my drone over.
Hope you don't jump in a volcano.
We can't do that. But there has been no reports of loss of life thus far. I hope that continue.
Okay.
Many people around from the red zone have evacuated. But some people, just like them say, hurricane is coming
we
and
know
people
that
from
all
low line
well.
flood prone area should evacuate and
They not left their
leave.
house.
I sincerely hope that these people
That's
don't
not the
regret
case, yeah.
not leaving because you know what I think. But we continue to hope that the eruption stops or the intensity reduces or declines in the coming days. So some form of semblance and normalcy or however long that will take. But because what going to happen is that all the land are going to become infertile for a while.
With all of that ash that is coming.
Before it break back down and become a part.
It's a lot.
But
our prayers are with them. We are hoping for the best, even in this bad situation.
I think there's a GoFundMe campaign that was launched as well to raise, I think, what, $100,000 US, I think, or 20,000, I don't know. I glimpsed it somewhere.
I see the one to drop off like toiletries.
Where is the drop off point?
It's in Kingston.
We need to put some things together.
Okay.
And go deal with that, because you know what I think. Jaja. Vincentians, go and hold it. We know it's rough, but the night is darkest just before that.
You'll get there.
Thing, So if you have to just step away, the houses can be replaced,
Yeah.
but lives
Cannot be.
You understand? So anybody from St. Vincent or anybody who knows somebody living in St. Vincent now, you can make the link and therefore Alan, big up yourself you would. You can
Hi,
make the
Devon.
link and we'll see if we can hold a reason with them and probably try to get some footage on them something to teach me a friend who have family living there at the moment. Alright, John, make a link now. Zane. The channel number, please, we're not using this, we're not using this number to take call tonight, but the channel number is 321-6425. So,
Not an treat.
nah man, I that man, but I know you hate that. Yeah, son? Yeah, man. So, Via with Lana, good night. So that's the situation. Our Caribbean brothers are in a spot of bother. I saw where the Prime Minister declared Jamaica's willingness and readiness to assist, and there were persons
Oh
who
my God.
were very,
Took
very,
him to
very
task for it.
silly in their response to the Prime Minister's announcement saying that Jamaica need help and we are trying to help people.
Help yourself first.
Just me. So isn't the ash and volcano soil very rich and fertile? Eventually,
not
it will
right
become.
now.
But initially, after you have the ash fall, it is very toxic. It takes some time for it to break down and for
So it
the
might be
harmful
extremely
compounds
acidic.
to be removed. And then eventually now, it is integrated in the existing soil and it becomes very fertile. But from the get-go, no. Yeah? But good question still. That is why we go to school. Ask question. And some people were saying that, yes, we need help.
Fine.
But the truth is that we don't have a volcano dealing with.
Sir, we don't need that help now.
You understand?
So make we give it to
so
somebody
if we are
else.
able to offer some help to our Caribbean brothers who are
In need.
in need of it, what is so wrong with that?
People who are in
I
need.
think so bad in Jamaica where we can't offer help. No, no matter how bad your thing is in a Scotty.
Somebody
Somebody
worse
out
than
there
you,
worse
sir.
than you. So it means that you're still in
a
your
better
bad state,
position.
in a better position to assist somebody who in a worse position. Like, I don't understand our mentality sometimes, brother.
For me, I think it's always political. Like, every single thing
It's
that we
political.
say and every single thing that we do becomes political. Why? I don't know why. And it annoys
Can I tell you
me.
why?
And the persons that need to be political are not being political, and we were down at grassroots. We literally don't have anything, to be honest. We take everything and turn it into politics.
I can
Why?
tell you why. You know, ask me.
Why?
Because we are idiots.
Because we're fool.
Okay, then a simple answer.
Fool. Not even just one fool we are par with, it's two.
Like, you may not understand. So, alright, should an earthquake occur? Because where Jamaica is located at the Caribbean plate, we're very seismic.
We're prone
to that. So, an earthquake come, God forbid.
We don't need nobody for help, man.
So,
We are
nobody
right.
for come help.
No.
That person that we are saying no can help everybody in a Jamaica.
We're not gonna need no help.
Oh,
We
no.
never ever gonna need no help.
Fool, like, can this volcano affect Jamaica? Yes, it can. One volcano can affect the entire planet depending on the size. You have what we call super volcanoes, like the Yellowstone.
Volcano kill the dinosaur them.
Like the Yellowstone National Park, the volcano there, that's a super volcano. There's so much magma below the surface in the magma chamber that in an eruption the entire planet can be affected. See? And the last ice age was brought on by vast amount of volcanic eruptions around the planet. So the sky became blanketed with ash, the sun can't penetrate, temperature falls, water start freeze, all sorts of problems. See? And however, if the volcano continue to erupt and the ash plume is consistently large enough, eventually, based on the wind, some of that ash can be blown to the northern Caribbean. For now, it is blowing to Barbados side because the northeast trade winds, the prevailing winds, are taking there. But you may have a change in wind direction and some of that ash can, but apart from that, at this point in time, Jamaica being affected now, but it's not impossible. everywhere in the world, everywhere on the planet, every country is on a tectonic plate level 100. So not just Jamaica, but Jamaica is on the Caribbean plate. Right? But every country is on a plate. Whether it's an oceanic plate or a continental plate.
Some of you just need to shut up if you can help. If you have a case of tissue, you have a sanitary napkins, they want mattress, they want sheet, they want all of these things. If you have it and it can get to the drop off point, carry it. Just carry it. If you're helping somebody who's in need, it could be you. And who to tell when it will be you?
I mean, that's what we think still, sis. Like, I don't know.
You don't know when it will be, you know.
They don't think so. We just think for the moment.
We're moving over into the hurricane season. You do not know when it will be you. So bear that in mind.
Geography, I don't understand, but go and teach.
Some people there will go, man.
It can, just like how the Sahara. Yes, that's a very good point, Ms. Garcia. That's a very, very good point. But the thing is that, the prevailing winds are now, because Barbados is being affected. So that is where it's moving towards the east now. We are to the west, to the northwest of St. Vincent.
I wish them the best, and if I have
I hope no one dies.
Yeah, if I have anything to drop off, I'll package it and get it dropped off.
Yes, and
do what I need to do.
That's what I was saying earlier, that St. Vincent may become a Montserrat, and I hope not. The thing is that St. Vincent is still a little bit bigger than Montserrat in terms of geography, and St. Vincent is made up of a number of islands. So this is St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Well, look how many countries help during storms in jail. I not tell you, man. That's something there.
Read that Brandon chain that was coming.
Brandon,
I can't see it.
will it end up in the same situation as how they mismanaged the items sent to Haiti? I cannot speak to that, my brother. What we can do is give with a willing heart and hope it reach the people that we need to reach to.
Since that we can carry it ourselves.
Right. So, and let's hope that. And I don't know, I cannot speak to the Haiti mismanagement situation.
Because we're not aware of it.
I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah.
You understand? I know that at the time I dropped off at the drop-off point, and I would have given at my place of work to be sent there.
Okay.
See, so, but I don't know. You understand? And I'm speaking about the 2010 earthquake in Haiti.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. And thing. So, we live on a beautiful but violent planet. I've always, when I'm teaching, I always liken the planet to a beautiful woman.
Oh, Lord.
Beautiful, very wonderful to look at, but at any moment, she can snap. Like women do.
Whatever.
It's true.
Whatever.
You understand? Or very nice, we love the other. But they're on the rough. Scott, you watch too much cartoon.
Which cartoon have you?
So, peeps, as we say now, tonight is really and truly for ask some things and talk some things where, you know what I mean? And thing. I say tonight, I know some people probably can call WhatsApp over there, so don't. One of them phone, okay, Wi-Fi not connected, don't? Let me see, I try to connect to the Wi-Fi out there, so still said we and see what go on. See if I can connect to the original Wi-Fi, see if it's strong enough.
No, it not even come up.
Yeah?
How is sure?
It's alright, don't worry about it then. So them have to call straight at my call. No must can spend like a phone bill. Auntie, if looks good kill you, they're dead right now, teacher. Teacher, which number are you use? Oh, me I tell them to call and I say. Yeah man, see number them here? I don't even, they still connected to Bluetooth. To Bluetooth. Let me see. Yeah, when I try to call one of them number, let me see what I go on, yeah? Let me see if you know I'm not going to ask me, say if me can answer. If me can't answer, I make Scotty answer.
How you pick that?
Yeah, that's money now if you answer. The why you're there.
If you look.
If you look. Go and answer two questions.
So
we can talk and discuss about.
If I wonder what you're coming
I mean, no, the topics that we're talking about are related to what's going on in the country. Whether it is sports, entertainment, political, economic, social, crime, social.
COVID.
So, COVID, I guess, and them something there. Vaccine. You understand? And things. Jamaica porn service.
It's going good.
Yeah. Good night. feeling about that something already, but I'm going to watch it. Rick Golden, want to go on? Yeah, man.
Never call.
Take you, man.
Hello, good night.
Hey, Mom.
Hello.
You hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Turn off where you watch it, pan.
Lord, you arse door. Lord, you just stop. Stop.
I did
Because you shouldn't know better. You should know better.
You go for your vaccine?
Happy birthday, Scott.
Thank you, sugar.
Teach. Good night, night.
Good night, ma'am.
So, me could look on the young people, them, no?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
As I said earlier, some of them really not have no parents. Because Mr. Bedward, him, we are 20. You know? His dad would have been trying, you know,
so he says.
Why? But, you know, him no want to take no teachments, like most young people these days. Him got mommy. Mommy said, boy, she can't say, oh, I'm bad. She not see, she blind.
She blind, true.
She not see, and that don't make sense.
Right.
You know, as we make excuse for our kids as parents, sometimes we just not make sense. As mothers, let me talk to you from a mother standpoint. We not make no sense. Even the next one where he get shot with bedwood.
Fire lad.
You understand? The
really
streets have it to say that him mother who is a deacon was nursing him. You understand? With a gunshot wound.
And that the streets I say?
And that the streets I say. I remember him is a backslider, you know.
So me here say is that.
Him leave the house of the Lord. But when I say as mothers sometimes, why me not say it hard for us when we push them out and them kind of spoil, we still want, you know, try and see how best we can work with the spoilings. But as parents have to be accountable. And when I think all of them not come from nowhere good, sometimes you do your best as a parent,
so
but boy, I'm not too sure what them gone wrong.
It just not work out.
It not work
Yeah, it
out,
just not
man.
work out.
So much sleepless nights when them are growing,
Jesus
you know, you
Christ.
puff it out and them still come and spoil. Them things that make your heart hurt you.
Your heart of hurt you.
Yeah, man. And then now the little boy they in. Oh, Jesus.
You
Like
mean
it-
Sparta, boss?
Sparta, and then I see it for God do. Him not a book for
Hey, man,
study.
that's
He about differ.
Remember saying when you graduate from high school, me at 15 and I don't know if you left school.
He about differ, miss. He about differ.
Right you know, you want to say phone where him use call him and I could have eat the mother again for going to 2 class.
So me
you know.
say I'm mother phone. So they lock up your mother too.
Oh my God.
All them something there. All them say it's just so sad, and me know say some persons, I don't know if they're oblivious to what's happening, but you know as the Bible does say, at end time, and you know it went on further to say, warn to them that give suck in the last days. Like these are really some perilous times.
So that again, warn to them who give suck in the last days.
The last day.
Yes, warn to them.
We're not reach us yet.
Right, I know it look like we are steered up on the barrel. Like,
That's what I think, Nidia. I
because
really
the other day
think
them
so.
say, then Jesus, then me really go breathe and bring one little girl in at this. You understand me? Let me say, yo, God, send little extra cover and see her they come here. I tell you, the times are so dread. And the truth is, we cannot include not include God in everything that's happening. You know, we really just have to trust Him. That God, when we go just to go to shop, forget something, do me, I beg you. Let me come back in safe. And as the Bible also said, the heart of man are desperately
Desperately
wicked.
wicked, can't trust your
Them
own.
wicked. Them nana aunt, the teacher the other day.
Oh Lord.
What me I say? She come out, fine. You want to teach the car, she come out the door. Lick her in her head, fling her down her ground, man. Wait take her, carry her down, go kill her for. For what?
Same thing, me I ask
Like-
Friday
like-
night.
like
to take
Nidia,
with the car.
yeah.
Like,
It don't make no sense to me. You take the
You know,
car,
make
fine.
them guns.
What you take her for?
now what
You know,
tune
make
for
no
them,
sense.
man?
And even, alright, you don't want to let her go there, so. Alright, when we go up on the highway, then I could push her out and up, say, one car lick her down, then or something.
Something did you? Something.
Something else,
Some
man.
apart from what took
Yeah, man,
place.
you take the woman and based on how the report says, like them chop her up because them say like the skull there.
Yeah.
And you
Right.
understand?
It would sound like her body was dismembered.
Dismembered,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I don't
All
know
of that
that the state of decomposition
Would
have
be
been
so far in
advanced
those-
at
it
that time.
was a
So
while
someone like
week.
them dismember your body for true.
Yeah, man, all them some they hurt my heart. But then teach Friday night when you talk and you say, boy, you know, the fear, one boy.
Run off a cup.
To have a
And
whole
everybody in a
community
fear.
of fear. But me I tell you, it's a fear if that grip you the right way, you know, man. Remember, you
I
know,
cannot test.
you can't move, you know, man.
Nadia. Thousands of people for one boy.
But look on it now, it's just like when you watch them bad boy show there, you know.
Them I watch so much
You
show
always
too.
have a one man who say, oh, me not care.
Me a talk.
And that one person is the one who always defy fear. It takes a strong will. Fear is a stronghold. It's a spiritual thing, you know. It is a stronghold.
But Nadia.
And if you're not careful and it grips you the right way, trust me, man. So, you know that the little community there, the spirit there that run rampant. So it's like, as the man said, boy, I'm not say the gun there in the tree. But boy, he not talk.
I'm afraid.
He not talk because I'm afraid. You see, that's the thing, you know. You see, when we really are put to the test, when it comes on to life or death, nobody willingly chooses
Nobody wants to
death.
die.
But you see, Nadia, the thing
Nobody
is that
wants-
we're going dead anyway, brother.
Nobody wants to die. And it's funny, you know, because you see, even the little people that were kill people, when I for them time for dead, you know.
Them ball and beg for
Wait,
mercy.
say, man.
Themselves and all these things.
We
But this
say,
is what
man,
me I
them
say,
not
Nadia.
dead.
I don't want to break you, okay, they're on the floor. But here we go. The thing is this. We now do not know out of fear and we are dead. You know, might as well be dead for something, brethren.
Them not look on it,
You
sir,
know,
no.
look on it, sir.
They did so
No.
dead for nothing, so
Them
everybody's
just,
so dead
them
for
just
nothing.
look on you that keep it his mouth, keep it his life. I just that them.
And then you're picking dead.
I just that them.
So you keep your mouth and
but
you pick
sir,
the
but sir, we need be fair. You are never that involved until it knocks at your door and pull the goddamn door and
That
come
is the
in.
problem.
Yeah.
So
You see, that we need for change.
we are that is why I say we are all jumping and rapist for dead, murderer for dead, and thief for dead. But until it becomes your brother, that mean it walk between it right into your door. You still have
Right.
that same stance there when I your brother? Or your cousin?
I mean, ask.
Me not asking, me
Because
asking
you know
in
me,
general.
Okay.
What is your
Because
stance?
right now, I know say a thief, me I call the police. You could have thief my things, I'm work hard. You laugh.
True, man.
If me not thief, you be not thief already.
Yeah, that's a...
It's sad. It's a sad state of affairs, and like every time I think about it, I say, God, you see and you know. Our generation, you see, it all goes back to parenting. As you see, some of them now are parents. Because we tell people this, you know. You see the people them where I get with trouble now. And my classmate them where they breed in a grade 7, you know. I'm breeding a grade 8, you know. Them are 30 and them say, yo, and my time to live my life, me don't grow up picnic.
30 yard.
Yeah, man, for them picnic, I grow themselves, cause 35 years, 5 picnic, all comes. Eh?
How did you say that?
Yes.
Yes.
They say, all comes.
All comes. So right now, I have a friend, right? Anyway, she let me know the other day, say, her youngest one is in grade 8. And she let me know, say, a fair time to live now. I said, what do you mean? She said, well, I don't do all what me can do, I'm gear all what me can gear.
And the
girl-
eldest is?
grade 8, and girl choose her father. So, my time to live. What do you mean? Then I walk go grow her in a grade 8, she was about 13, that's a 13, 14 grade 8.
Teachers.
Yeah.
So this is what's happening to our young people. They're left with the
On their
community
own.
grow them live with internet for grow them, or then grow themselves, or
their
Miss
own.
Jane around the road I go grow them,
And some of them are barrel children.
and them
I
a
forget
barrel
that.
pick me. So that love, that nurturing
They don't
that
have
they
it,
need, they're not getting it. And then now, right now, it put us as adults in a state where you see a little young one I go to the left, and you really want them to say, my youth, no go to the left, come over to the right. But because that fear is going to step in now, I said, next thing I go talk to him and the boy shoot me. Or next thing I go talk to him. And so it is being so grounded in us to be fearful, to just be mindful of our own space, to be mindful of our own business, focus on we. Coming on, go send on over here Sunday, you go here say. So everybody now is like have tunnel vision.
But
That's
then,
what's
the man going to
happening.
dig hole coming out your tunnel.
Exactly, but they're not see bigger picture of Scotty until it reach there. So
Blinders, yeah. It's like a satuous. You have a
they're not
blinders
see
straight
till
ahead.
it reach there. So
That's true.
And that's the problem that we face as a nation, and I think as a world on a whole, is just where we're heading. You know, nothing lasts ever about good salvation. So it's where we're heading. But it's funny enough, you know, everybody is speaking about the crime, the violence, and the lack of, and what is not happening. But how many persons are saying, nothing could want to give a life to the Lord? Nobody not taught that. Everybody talk about crime solution and crime this. Yes, we know it is there. It is very much there. Not going anywhere.
So Lydia, but people are going to say Jamaica is a country that have the most churches per square mile.
True.
So what the church do or the Lord do for the country?
I can tell you this. We are praying. We are praying. We might not come out and say it. I have a group where we get up 4 o'clock every morning, and there's always something on the agenda for the country. And this is just my group. My church big. And the whole of we're there at different time slots. And we have prayer wheel turning consistently. We pray for government. We pray for the same COVID. I don't know what we not pray for as it relates to the country. We are praying, but at the end of the day, as a people too, sometimes somehow we just need to turn to God. You know, we're so zoned in on trying to find solutions, but yet still the person who is the creator of everything, we still choose not to turn to him for solutions. We try to use our smarts and how to get things done and where we can get the money to get things done, but the rule of it all, we still don't decide to turn to him. Because my thing is, you know, even if when me believe, say God real and is a lie, I'd rather die in that lie than die, and then when me dead, you turn out the judgment yet be true. I'm end up at hell. That don't make sense. Me rather believe in a my lie than if it, you know, some people, everybody have their own thing. But let me die with this lie that I'm living, so that at the end of the day, God forbid, me should go call home when judgment day come and making it into heaven. That is my aim. But I would rather die in that than to die and then this what people they say a lie and nothing no go, so it turn out to be true. You know, so at the end of the day, we're praying. We have the most church per square mile. The church are praying. Trust me, they are praying. As a church, they're trying to see how best God can intervene on the country's behalf. Like, me not say well, we not pray about.
Well, sis, I don't want to sound sacrilege, you know, but the truth is that right now we need more than a church.
You need prayer and works.
Yes. Because faith without works is dead. We need that. We need everything. As the Bible says, money answers all, you know. So not just prayer alone, you know. So we have to pray for money. We pray for everything. We have to pray for everything. But at the end of the day, exactly. But you know what's happening too in this COVID-19 era? I know that you guys would have heard. It's a lot of mental,
right. A lot of psychological issues developing.
A lot. And you know, last year when everything started, I would have just had my daughter. And I remember I started to get a little bit panicky because like, oh, man, one new mother, my baby just come and look like the world I got in. That's where I was.
Yeah.
I remember my husband saying to me, babe, you know, just, you know, calm. Everything will be okay. But then we have persons who don't have that. And then as we reach into another year, and we're still in the same situation. So some person's mental health really get challenged wickedly.
That's true. I know. So with the kind of up on the borderline from
we never sorted. It takes a lot for Tunidia.
It takes a toll.
Oh.
One, did you guys see the story with the man who jumped off a building?
Well, one. Which one? The one Spanish Town?
Spanish Town, yes, the one. What could have happened to him?
I couldn't tell you, you know.
But Miss, let me tell you something, and this is personally from me. We can sit on the outside and judge and say, I don't think I'll ever get to that spot where I would consider doing certain things. But let me tell you, it just takes the right circumstances to push you right to the edge, where you start thinking about things that you would have never thought about before. Where you find yourself juggling and wondering what really is happening. And is it possible for me to make it out of this? And if I am not going to make it out of this, why then? Why bother? Why put any effort into it? So it's all fine and dandy for somebody to sit on the outside and say, oh, well, I'm weak and I'm this and I don't think so.
So this is where I come back to know. I don't know how persons do it in this time, in this era, without even God. You know, so just keep in mind, because when everything else around us seem like it's falling apart, like the world look like it now come back, my loved one, them are dead left, right, and center, this COVID thing, and then there's crime. We need something, some kind of stability.
Something to hold on to, friend.
Yes, man.
Something to hold on to, friend.
We
Something
can't
to
just
hold
leave
on
so.
to.
That's why somehow we're jumping off the edge. Because we see no other way out.
There must be something for us to hold on to.
That's my thing to Scott. Like, there has to be something that's keeping us. I always wonder, sometimes I'm so flustered and it's just so much. And I say, boy, then all people manage when I know God, when I have a relationship with Him, how them go from day to day, because some days I just cannot be bothered.
No, I not look on her like she crazy, you know. I know why I look on her. So me angle her after stream, though. So, I know exactly, and she know exactly where I look on her to, but me nah. So, Nitz, boy, you cover all of the bases tonight, brother.
Yes.
I realize you keep a breast of the thing, and the thing rough most of the time, as me and Simon normally say, road full of patrol family. If you don't have to go out, then go out. If you drive, you're dropping. If you walk, your ankle broke. You understand? So, right now you just avoid the road if you can, because the road bumpy. Things sad. Like sometimes I see some things, I read some things, I hear some things. If it days me I try process it, then I say, yo, and when we reach another party or another place, like, be not hear what going on. If you're a man like me who do that something, I have to deal.
Hi, Auntie Desiree.
Desiree, we so talk but I have to deal with these things on a daily basis. I have to read the articles and I have to do the stories. And like sometimes, that's why sometimes I know about that street.
It gets heavy.
Like you just need to exhale, you need to decompress. Sometimes I know about do some video because the thing just
too heavy.
Like, for me just need to exhale. You understand? Yes, we all left some money in our road, but sometimes it's not about the money.
Sometimes it rest with your spirit for days.
And I like me just do this for just earn a living. The thing is that I love my country. I want the best of my country. I want my youth them to grow up in our country where me them happy for living in a bridging. You understand what I say? So when the thing are go on certain way, brother, I just feel sometimes I just want to breathe. So sometimes I just stream on people I want. I just need a break. You understand what I say? It is just heavy. It come like a hash of fall.
True.
You just suffocate, brother. Why do you even know? But sis, pick up yourself. I'll take a few more calls.
Alright then, guys.
Make sure you take your vaccine tomorrow.
No, not tomorrow. I line it up for Friday.
Oh,
Friday. You go early. Pick up yourself. What good?
I beg you, skip it that line.
Alright.
Yeah. Auntie Desiree. Miss Alexander Graham Bell. It is good to see you, Miss. I appreciate the support. Touche. No, you just cut off, teach them and take away yourself. But I love still. Love is always there. You understand me? I say I get called. This phone look like you know for it.
Yeah, I agree with Touche. The parents want to be friends to their children.
Not many are actually being parents. Them post up on social media with them kids like them are bestie. Jaja. Yeah. Before we take any more call, somebody tag me in something with the Gleaner post. A government charge to make unpopular decisions to cripple crime. A couple people address. Peter Champagny was one. Rosie, I tell us I not use a phone. Rosie, the phone is not connected to nothing. So say I have to call on our next phone, alright? I soon give a call, don't move. Hold on. So but I soon talk to you. See? Alright. Peter Champagny. The boss. So no matter what you want to think about Peter the boss.
Him will save one more for everything go on.
Number one, and these are Peter Champagny crime plans. 1. Aggressive prosecution of parents. Let's read that again. Because I think I missed that. Yes, aggressive prosecution of parents who neglect their children. Reimposition of truancy laws. So apparently there's something in the law that if you put in a girl's school, there's a problem.
But it is. Well, we know that the parents, there must be a report
Champagny say And I always tell you, despite Champagne represents some man where I say, yo, me represent.
Me love Champagne.
A man at the boss. And I always tell you, say, when he gets an opportunity to speak,
you appreciate how he speaks. Yeah, you always say that.
And even though I make a Monday way, I will say, that is wrong, that needs to fix
that.
I appreciate that. Second, mandatory CCTV legislation for all public spaces and business. That should then be the case from donkey years. Alright? 3, amendments to the Firearms Act.
Yeah.
Mandatory minimum sentences for dealing charges, DNA and fingerprinting checks for all illegal weapons recovered. This is a man who represents the criminal, and I see the problem.
Same know what the issues are.
Alright. Done. Removal of all zinc fencing settlement. How much time it come here to come tell us zinc fence community enough? Me even do a video say all zinc fence should be removed. You understand what I say? No more zinc fence. So removal of all
zinc fence.
You see the zinc fence lead to a zinc fence
mentality.
Zinc fence communities are hard to police. Man can look through some nail hole and see police and go run up and down road so police can't see them. You understand what I say? Next 5, institution of pre-charge bail proceedings.
What's that?
Alright. May I try to figure this out? Institution of pre-charge bail proceedings. May I figure that out? So you must say if you put in place
charge it before you get
some pre-charge bail proceedings. No, not charge it before you get bail, you know. But you're supposed to face a court
before bail?
Before consideration of bail comes into it. So if you're charged for something, then you face the court, and then based on the assessment of the court, then probably. And then now, special incentives for security force personnel who recover illegal guns. So you get a top up, an incentive if you get to bring in 10 gun.
That can't work so well.
That may backfire.
That neither works so well.
But it can work, you know?
It can work.
Because, alright, look on it. CXC teachers. Since teachers start get a thing for SBA.
I still don't get it.
A liar tell me, you're wicked, so.
So we didn't get last year one yet.
Right, you don't get that yet, but you get the year before,
But
man.
I'm going to mark it next year now.
Yeah, man, but you will get it. But what I say now, it give teacher one look of advice, because we are mark SBA how much
Yeah,
years
man.
now.
It give you a look up.
Yeah, look up.
Yeah,
So
man.
if you know as a police officer, you use a gun around, so. Then, or when you go out now, you go specifically look out for more and more guns. You
And
don't
you
think
carry
you
them
find
in.
a few more guns.
Yeah, man. Couple more in a convenience.
That's a champagne. Next, Bertnell Stewart. I don't know who him. Resume hanging with immediacy.
I am in agreement.
Alright, and again.
Yeah.
Yes. Alright, but that's I said. I tell you my plan. Elevate penalty for trafficking and dealing in dangerous drugs to life imprisonment. In the United States, they never catch you with little drugs, I say. Dog, name supper. Reduce extortion and street level crime by 50% by targeting known gang leaders, foot soldiers, and criminal networks. Place sensitive organized crime investigations in the hand of an outside investigative body.
I like that.
You do?
Yes.
You don't think we have the capability and the capacity within us as Jamaicans to treat with this?
Yeah, man. When him say outside, but he don't mean outside of the country itself. Outside of
The JSF?
Yes, sir. I don't want nobody pay me to investigate you. Because I naturally I go look on you with a biased eye.
That is true, but then
So
you
give
don't
me a
want
third
civilian
party.
for your investigator.
No.
So you still have to go associate
You
with
will have to
JSF.
convene a body. A body would have to be convened that is outside of to do it. And then now you have clear eyes, not looking with any prejudice. You just want the truth and that's it.
Okay. Well,
But more don't want a police investigator. Police.
that is true, you know.
It can be that I'm a colleague, so me I go be biased. Or it can be
But
I'm a
no
colleague.
police and police guy.
Or it can be I'm a colleague and me not like him.
That's true.
So I'm going to get the messy end of the stick. So give me third party. I'll work with the third party.
Member of Parliament should go to prison. No, that is it. Me just say that. Member of Parliament should bolster community representation by using technology to facilitate virtual meetings with residents, help communities to identify and mobilize resources to eliminate the root cause of crime. And 8, establish a joint JDF JCS special response unit in each parish to carry out special operations under the plan.
I see what Ace said. Ace, that is my problem with the incentive for the guns. Because there might arise another problem.
But Ace, then should we not then put in the correct measures to ensure that don't happen?
That doesn't happen.
Because look, the truth is, anything you put in place, there's going to be some loophole.
Somebody
So you
find out
put checks and balances in place. Good night, Auntie. I did see you hail me earlier. My name remember for earlier. Put checks and balances in place. Because look, we can't just get up and say the negative side of everything. Everything you do are going to have pros and cons. Find the ones that are most efficient potentially, most effective potentially, and try as best as possible to safeguard them. Because no matter what you put in place, somebody going to try to circumvent it.
Sure.
So, me like Champagne suggestions and recommendations. Them.
That sounds good.
You understand? And yeah. So, Rosie, hold on. Let me see if.
Who did that come? Somebody was calling. The lines are open again. You can go ahead and call.
So this 1, 6, 4, 7. I'm supposed to have credit on this. 4, 7. Yeah. When me use a phone, I want my headphone work.
Really?
One side of my headphone work. I don't know why.
One side of stroke.
Don't even bother with that. You don't be yet a word. Rosie, me try to call. Alright, if anybody call. Rosie, try call. One I number them now. I know you did that call. Right, before Rosie did that, I need to clear up a rumor that has been going around. The rumor was that because Banky called me since evening to teach them, my ears say Jatamas dead. I mean, I say Jatamas can't dead.
Jatamas,
You call him?
yeah.
I mean, I say, before call Jatamas for an interview from one day, so you mean to Jatamas. Him says a rumor, so I link Jatamas a Davil for the, you know.
Okay.
So I link Davil. Davil as a matter of fact. Because I know I can't play this. So for the people that out there, we have Jatamas dead, you see?
I spoke to him last week.
People, stop calling the channel phone. That phone is not connected to the switchboard tonight. Yeah,
So
that's
the numbers are on the screen.
Davil. So when I spoke to, when I asked Davil who I go on and Davil responded saying,
yeah, my brother, that's just a rumor, you know. Not never say, isn't it? Not never say, King. Don't know what show them rumor there, what about. A rumor is just what it is, rumors, yeah. Yeah.
yeah, peeps, so Jack Thomas is alive and well. Okay. Call him tomorrow.
Yeah, call him tomorrow.
And we hope that that remains the case for a long time. I don't know why people come up with these things, you know. You understand what I mean?
But from time to time they come up with, like when they put out the one that Rita died. Like,
Rita died.
Remember we're coming from Parental and we say,
can you see, let me tell you what go on. Some of them are some online pages, you know. So when them do that now, the page and get multiple clicks, so
okay.
the article then go viral.
Okay.
You see me? Rosie, pocket full of posy. Why am I not hear you?
Speaker.
Hold on.
Bluetooth.
Just a minute. Yeah, go ahead.
Hearing her.
You hearing me now?
Yeah, man, loud and clear.
Okay, the 818 number is blocked from my phone. I couldn't call it. I don't know why.
Really?
But it's my phone company. It's nothing to do with the phone.
Okay. See one side.
Yes,
Yeah, man.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Sophia Kobe. It's also Sophia Kobe's birthday.
Oh, today is Sophia's birthday too. Sophia, pick up a nice, clean birthday yourself.
Happy birthday, sugar.
Happy birthday.
Yes.
Sophia, nice stream.
Yeah, man.
man. Sophia did nice stream.
Sophia could have gone private like her birthday, you know?
You pick up your
Gotta make sure to teach TA, you know. Because in get theory.
You give me dinner. No work for me dinner. But me get the dinner first.
You work for your dinner. Okay. That's good.
How are you doing?
The crime.
One.
Gaza.
Crime is a crime, woman.
Listen to me, man. It is so heartbreaking. I used to be proud to anytime nobody talk about anything, we talk about me Jamaica. Everybody at work knows say everything from my desk at Jamaica. They come in my office, I rep my country. But boy, the crime when somebody says to me, "What's happening?" I'm like, I don't know. You know, and I see something going around where the Prime Minister had said the music, he was blaming the music.
I don't know that he was blaming the music still. No. I think he was saying that there's a link between the contents of the music and crime.
Right. So, but that's not what's going around. You know, what's going around is that he's blaming the music. But when I listen to the Prime Minister speech, he said exactly and if we want to not be hypocritical and be truthful, if I'm driving teach, I may listen to Rodney Price and you know me love Bounty Killer. And somebody bad drive me. Right away my response is
pull it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if I'm driving and I'm listening to R&B or I listen to some comics, you might just let them go on. It influences your mood.
But Rosie, hold on. Let me ask you a question. Sorry for break. But let's ask a question. You have people, don't? You have good people, you have bad people, don't? You have music. Many people say music inspire them and save them life and motivate them and encourage them. So if you have good people and bad people and then music does so much good, why is it impossible to believe that music can also influence you negatively?
Exactly my point. And while I will not say crime caused the man them to do, because at the end of the day, whoever takes up a gun makes the decision to do so, right? Because they know right from wrong, that's basic. What I would say though, of all the entertainers are here giving speech and putting out video, why is it that the energy is to prove the Prime Minister is trying to blame? Why don't they then steer their energy to say, okay, we did sing gun song because you did. How about let's try to come together and let the people, these terrorists, because I call them terrorists, you know, because when you look at the definition of terrorism, they're doing that. So they're terrorists.
Domestic terrorists.
So you see what I'm saying? So why is it that the artists don't put the same energy into saying, okay, we sang these songs, whatever the songs are that they sing, but we're not supporting you actually terrorizing people? Why they don't put the energy into that? Because these people have influence. The youth are listening. So here they've just missed the window, because here's the window that they should have used to say, okay, we sing it, we now sing it no more, or we never mean it literally. But so we now support you kill a baby. We now support you put on a granny, 8-year-old granny on her knee and shoot her in her head and run over 8-year-old daughter. Well, granddaughter and kill her. You need them to do that.
Pause a little bit, Rosie. Oral blessings, bro. What about the gun show on TV? Alright. So me like Tom Cruise as an actor. Zane me like Tom Hanks as an actor. But Killer I'm a DJ. Cartel I'm a DJ. Tamil I'm a DJ. Alkaline I'm a DJ. I don't I'm a DJ. Them the man that me see in a real life. Them the man that me can relate to better. Do you not think it will be easier to take on something that a DJ at Jamaica say versus where Tom Cruise doing a movie? So this movie narrative what me keep on a ear, me not too sure about it still. You understand? I mean not say no influence people, you know. But the truth is that the music is local. We used to it. We are easily able to give me the word now. to associate ourselves with the music because we know it, we're used to it. I'm just saying. See, and the truth is, Rosie, because let me put this out there. The truth of the matter is, many dancehall DJs, when them boss, are gone them by force.
Yes.
I mean, I apologize for that, you know, so some people are going to vex, you know. You understand? That is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And the thing is, I now blame the entertainers for crime in the country. What I'm saying is that the music influences. There are many different factors that influence crime in the country. See, but can we remove the music from the conversation? I don't think so.
Right.
Sorry for breaking
you know
Rosie.
what? That's okay. And I'm going to follow up on what you said to teach. The fact is, the person that mentioned the movies, Tom Cruise on a Jamaican, so him want to go hockey movie, we're not busy with him. A Jamaican, we could pay attention to it house. A Jamaican entertainers we are talk, and the Jamaican people we are dead we are talk. We not talk about Tom Cruise couldn't care less about Jamaica on a crime. You understand me? Them no business work talk about your house, your doorway and knock on the Jamaican entertainers that are accessible to us. Right? The bleaching, them after when them cartel this thing go bleaching and red, all of a sudden bleaching normal. Some of the man them bleach out and whiter than the woman them. You don't even know them different. So this is what I'm saying. We are talking about house. We can't control Hollywood and what Hollywood do. We are talking about with dancehall people them what we can control. And I'm not saying the artist is telling us to go and kill anyone. What I'm saying is negative music that they're singing blows, and some of them too graphic. Like which billboard, which story you gonna get when you say, "Bust out my brother head and scatter him marrow"? Like, why? What is the purpose of that song? You see what I'm saying? And we need to stop the hypocritical and see it every time. What is it we want? Crime-free Jamaica? Because some people artists can't do nothing and you see true me no worship, man. Jamaica I do one certain man. Me still love talk about gay, but the man them cheer for them DJ. Me not cheer for my husband. So me don't know how these men are so loyal to men. You know? But we need to be serious. What is it we want? A crime-free Jamaica and call out crime for what it is?
No,
and try to attack it for what it is?
We want conditional. Everything we want and condition, Rosie.
Exactly. And auntie, listen, I am not supporting no crime. Me no business who the guy I put on my brother. You understand me? You're a criminal. I don't care. Me not take up fear because at the end of the day, somebody picked me dead. You understand? Somebody is feeling that pain. Anyway, may allow other people to call. Bless upon yourself. I will go back in the comment section. Scotty, enjoy the rest of your birthday.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Just
come over,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
So before I take that call, I'm gonna say a thing.
Uncle, come in.
Yeah.
How are you?
And as I said, I am not saying that the murder rate and the crime problem is to be attributed to the music, Scotty. What I'm saying is that this narrative that the music don't influence the thought of people is wrong.
I don't agree with it.
You understand? Music, Scotty, speak to you so deeply. When you're sad, you listen to a song, it make you happy.
Whether positive or
when you're down, you listen to a song and it bring you up. It build your vibes. So if you can't do that, why then you can't do it? Somebody mentioned that Jamaica rape or go on if that's not the music. We're speaking about murders and shootings. We're not speaking about rapes. So I could not bring the conversation this. We accept the thing for what it is. And the truth is, the contents of the music has the potential to influence the mindset of someone. Because I listen to the music and I listen to all of the bad man song them. I know them. But I never take up no gun go kill nobody because I am able to appreciate the music for what it is. Music. But some people are not able, they are not mature enough intellectually or other allies emotionally, psychologically, and they are not able to just appreciate the music for music. They now take on to themselves the message in the music. I listen to the songs. I know the songs. But me not walk around and kill nobody, but you have people. And man, Scotty, man have come, we serve time, come and say, brother, before me used to go do that, before me kill someone, that me used to listen to. And that give me the courage and the vibes to go kill someone. So we are trying to go around the thing.
So that is alright. So while persons will listen and not act on, there are others that will. And we're not saying that the music only influences negatively. So all we're saying is that just like how it has a positive influence, where people can say, I listened to this song and it put me through some of the roughest time in my life, it's just the same. We're saying it can influence negatively also.
Take the call, yeah?
Yeah, person did a call me too.
Has a positive influence.
Carla, please mute whatever it is you're watching the stream
Yeah.
on. Thank you. Good night.
Good night, teacher.
Blessings, broski.
Alright. Yes, I asked about music and how it influences person. Yeah, that's true. But remember, back in the days, man. So I give them David Laughter. Song about it the other day. A lot of things used to go on in the past. And he even said it's one of the songs that only a gun song that was singing about is only that Bob shot the sheriff. And all the artists were exposed to low and so on. But I don't know if they know this song. You ever heard this song?
Me all that ear bro.
Yeah.
The call muffled bad.
Yeah, you hear me now?
Yeah, a little better.
Yeah, so I'm asking if you ever listen to the song, some certain songs that David Laughter sing.
That who song?
Yeah, there are more songs from him and other artists.
Him who?
Even have Vibes Cartel, Popcorn, even Idona, all those artists that they call, they sing country songs also. So everything they're singing about is most of what is going on around them. Nobody wants to speak about it, but we are always hearing that politicians assist gang violence and so on, but no one brings that to the table.
Nah, man, people bring that to the table, man. Many people bring that to the table.
Alright, they bring it to the table. But what about the song Blood Money? What about Queen Ifrica song Daddy Don't Touch Me There? So fast they take it off the airwaves and say the whole song shouldn't get any airplay. Just because they're talking about what is going on in the society.
But I think Daddy Don't Touch Me There, I think some controversy was
Yeah, man, them ban 3/4 of them songs they were I talk about what really are going on and so on.
So Carla, about the situation, what you ask about the situation though? You ask the music now influence the psyche of the youth.
Yeah, man. The music influence persons that are trying to get themselves out of poverty, but some persons just look at it the wrong way because everybody wants to be a scammer or so on this. Because nothing is really going on in the country.
Wait, hold on, Carla. Say that again, say nothing now going on in the country. What you mean?
Nothing. Alright. You taught me geography at Meadowbrook High School.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm looking at you now on the screen here doing something else because what teaching isn't working out as how you would want it to.
So hold on. So that is why I am doing something else because teaching wasn't working out.
No,
you need to ask me why I'm doing this and not assume say because teaching now work out why we are doing this.
We still that.
Because that is not the case. You understand?
Alright.
Right. So I taught you, but fine. But when you say nothing now going to Jamaica, that's an unfair statement.
No. That's not an unfair statement. Most of the persons that are graduating from UA and UTech and so on right now, they have to be working at call centers and so on because no job is readily available for them. And most of them go through the system by going to student loan. And when they go to student loan, it's in the contract that you have to do 2 years of what you studied in Jamaica before you can go abroad. So they are tied in the country because most of them they can't get a work in the field that they really applied for.
Yes. I mean, debate say jobs are there for all the graduates. But to say nothing now going on the country, I will never subscribe to that. Should more be happening in the country? Absolutely.
Yes.
But to say nothing now go on, then that's unfair.
Alright, nothing now go on my side.
Okay, on your side, okay. But hope something turn for you,
Lot of things are turning because I try my best to make it turn.
Alright. Whoa, hold it right there, so now.
Yes.
And you have to learn now why I am a teacher. So hold it right there, so. So now go on for you because you make things happen for yourself. Done.
Yeah.
Alright. Why more people can't do that?
Because they didn't let me finish. I'm making things go on for myself, but at the same time, I cannot make it go on how I want it to go because as I try something new, there's a different tax or something that I have to be paying out. And most times, as I start something, the tax and everything come down so much that it forces me to even close some of my businesses.
Right, I understand that, and I have spoken about the difficulties of establishing businesses in the country many times. So I understand that, but you're still trying to do something. You have some people now do nothing, and all them do is complain, and them now try to do nothing. And we complain every day. You are trying to do something, so fine. I hope that as you continue to try, you see better and better results. But to say nothing now go on, brother, me personally cannot accept that. You understand? Because things are going on. Enough now go on, but things are going on. Let us be fair, we are fair. It is easy to generalize sometimes, and generalization tend to be unfair in my opinion.
Well, that's why everyone have an opinion.
Fine. Right. So I not agree with your one right now. See, you know, if you agree with mine, you know, I'm not agree with yours. You understand?
Yeah, man, I understand. I fully man.
Yeah, man.
But keep trying. I like the idea
respect
that you say
I
you're trying.
respect that.
Yeah.
See? Because I have faced that too. Like I've tried a number of things, and I have said to Scotty many times that I think the system designed for frustrate people and to let who is poor remain poor and who is rich remain rich. But they're not attack me. They're
not attack me either.
Can't stop me.
Fight it hard.
You understand? So
I never knew that I could be a successful farmer. That is what I have gone into.
Beautiful.
Yes, you can't lose. Food that you eat.
Yeah. That's
you understand? You soon come join around there too. Give me a look at time. There's some things that balance out.
Yeah, I go link you, man, because you know all this, but you don't remember advice.
Yeah, I nah enough advice, I enough you to teach, you understand?
You know, man.
Yeah, man, shot me a one message, man, and thing. Big up yourself, and as I say, still, we don't have to agree all the time, but we can reason upon a respectful manner. And one thing though, I now blame the music for Jamaica crime problem, because I think the crime problem started with our politicians. They were the enablers. They were the instigators. They have sustained it. But the thing is that the crime situation has evolved. Lottery scamming has become a driving factor behind it. The gun for trade, the drug for guns trade, a lot of things. You understand? Some man, no politician can give them no talk. That's the truth. Some no politician can look on them. So the politicians have been a part of the framework of the crime and violence. But in some instances, no, they can't give no man no talk neither. Because the thing upgrade upon them.
So the crime
you understand what I say? So right now, many different factors really responsible for crime in Jamaica. Not just no politician, not just no corrupt police, not just no dance, not just no music. It's a puzzle. The breakdown of the family go right back to everything.
Numerous species.
It's not one thing. You understand what I say? So when you go get up and say that alone, it can't be that alone.
Nope.
Can't be that alone. You understand?
They're going to stop coming in the country because Jamaica, well, not even Jamaica own the wharf anymore, no, so we don't even have any control over what's coming in and leaving the country.
We have control, man. We have control, but the problem is you have some people who are make them belly and them pocket lead them.
Well, the belly and them pocket lead them now, but when I look at it now, because I was watching a documentary in Africa, in the Congo region today. And one of the soldiers openly came out and said that he was just making 80 euros for the month. And if he just allowed certain people to go through, I don't remember the substance that they use over there, but I think they use it on their cell phones and so on.
Right.
I don't remember the name of the mineral
I think it's rare earth minerals, probably from bauxite mining, possibly.
Yes, something like that. But he's saying that he makes $80 euros for the month from the government.
Right.
And if he can just allow 40 tons of the mineral to ship through and he makes 500 or 1,000 euros for the day, he says it isn't a hard choice.
You know, it's like a simple choice, true, because at the end of the day, man, having bills to pay and family to take care of.
I believe the same thing is happening in Jamaica.
So we're not paying our public sector workers enough for them turn away from corruption.
I don't believe so, but every time the police or the teachers or the nurses are asking for a raise of pay because, you know, the times are going all over the place. The prices of everything is going up. Every time the nurses and teachers and the public sector persons or civil servants are asking for a raise, they have to protest and go on strike and so on before they even get
and
a little attention.
That is an unfortunate situation, bro.
Yeah,
and that is a reality. It's a reality that exists for true, but it's very unfortunate. And I agree with you that until the public sector workers are paid better,
that's like
corruption, right?
Okay.
Teachers, police, soldiers.
You
understand? Corruption will be a part of the thing. But we're going to run, bro, and try to take a few more cars. And I appreciate the thing, you know. I hope I use the G up for good use.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for calling.
Yes.
Alright, yeah, man. Enjoy your night.
Blessings.
Hi, Corey. Good night. Thank you.
Bobsy, my general. Sis, so you deal with it. I say I can't find the X. I can't even find the accent right at all.
Which
What
one?
is it, Bobsy? Bobsy in a Jamaican man. She
country?
Caribbean. Bobsy, Trinidad Bayesian. What? I don't know. Why me think Bobsy come
You
from?
can find the Trinidad
Bobsy, tell me that. You understand? Bobsy, I'm a general from them time till now. Corey, where I deal with youth, all this well, and thing. So, and DeAndre, me been attack, bro. You know, me been attack. Say Jamaica's crime problem is not, it's multifactorial. See, and it started with our politicians, especially two of the ones who we idolize and we wash them, kiss them foot and wash it off in the water. You understand? And drink the water.
Cookie says
Bayesian. Oh, big up yourself, Babsy. See, you don't know a thing yet.
Hi, Cookie Mama.
Babsy been around the thing from early out. She said she didn't know something about me be a star. Yeah, son. Yeah, man. She big on social media.
Sima.
Yeah, man. She said she knows. Yeah, Sima did say you're going to be star teacher. So, yeah, so the thing is that we have been facing this from the 70s, 80s, come right up. The thing is that it has evolved. It has mutated.
One, and two, I think that social media has become so out there that it is now in our face. We can't deny it. We can't hide from it because Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, it is there. And then like one time say when something happen and 2 weeks after it happen you hear, sir, as it happen, you know say something go down. Yes. So I think that has forced us now to no longer play the ostrich and hide our head in the sand. It is now staring us in our face.
What the Prime Minister should do if I was it. You see politics is not so hard enough, because watch it. I'm going to tell you the only crowd I know. I'm going to crowd with you, watch it. Yeah. I would say, look man, I know that some of my predecessors...
trying to call in. Which number?
Babsy. Babsy probably I call it channel phone.
No, call the numbers on the
Babsy,
screen.
Babsy, look for number on the screen. Okay. I call, let me see if I should call unknown. Who is calling me from an unknown number?
Hello?
Yeah, good night, Anna Babsy.
Yeah, good night, Teach.
Yeah, what are you dealing with?
Yeah, you know, and happy birthday, Scotty.
Blessings.
All the best with long life, health, and strength and prosperity, you know?
Thank you.
Babsy, hold on, bro. Babsy, text me. Hold on. Hey, go and talk, me, G. Go and talk.
Yeah, Teach, as we about to say, you know, I think the whole crime thing in Jamaica thing, I think everybody has to be blamed.
Yes.
The politician, from the dancehall artists to the citizens, right down. Because at the end of the day, if you really, my perspective, if you should really look, most of these volatile communities that we're seeing, residents and them that are living there, knows gunman.
They know who fire shot them, man.
Yeah, and they know who killing the people and them and thing, and some of them are still, and some of them are even aiding.
Yes.
What is definitely going on. So most of the time, I'm not going to say the music does influence. And as you were saying earlier, is not everybody is like you will know that, or you would look at it and say, well, it's just music, that is just for entertainment. People does get boost from that. People does get reinforcement from that. If a man don't really have the guts to go and do something, just by listening a Vibes Cartel, a Tommy Lee, something, he get the courage to get up and do it. So at the end of the day, I feel like, I don't know if it's a case where citizens are afraid to report certain things to the police.
Yeah, some people don't trust the police. And rightly so too, because some of the police are my criminal. True.
Exactly. So at the end of the day now, they are afraid of reporting certain things, certain activities that are occurring in the community. They fear for their own life because nobody wants to go to the station.
Right.
Lodge a report, and then by the ending of the day,
a man come look for you because police
man come
call
look
him.
for
It
you
has happened, and it has happened.
wipe out you
and your family.
and your family. You understand? So people are afraid that because, all right, I am residing overseas currently, and I'm among successful Jamaicans that I have migrated and living over here. And I'm telling you, Teach, I have come across many of them, and they are highly invested in the crime thing in Jamaica. When I'm saying on a regular basis, money is going in to purchase ammunition, guns, and all them kind of thing. Recently, me and a fellow was down in Jamaica, and we visited. I won't disclose the community, and we visited we visited the community, and while there, it was high praise. It was high praise. The Don that is supplying them with guns and ammunition is here. He is the king. You know, and after we visited and we left and went back overseas, I was having a dialogue with him, and I say, why? What you gain from this? And his response was, when I was younger, I felt left out. I felt like nobody. There was no father. There was no mother. They was out there doing their own thing. So you see those kind of things, feeling unimportant when you was a child because maybe your father, maybe he's present physically, you know, but he's not giving you that nurture. He's not showing you that kind of love. So when the youths and them really grow up and kind of making life out there, they tend to seek that. They want to feel valuable. They want to feel important. They don't want to feel
a sense of belonging.
left out. Exactly. So it is everybody is in the puzzle.
Everybody in the puzzle with you. Everybody in the puzzle with you, brother. Everybody
is in the puzzle. And what I get to really understand, we are all watching the whole thing because sometimes I don't really be on the social media and I watch it. I see most of these dancehall artists, they're like walkovists because even the girl that died recently, I think her name is Candice Jackson. I see many of them came out doing videos and all them kind of thing, and I have seen female. I am not saying that what they have done is wrong, you know. It's good to come and say it and put your 2 cents, but I have seen female has lost their life before she, and I didn't see this whole outrage about it. So I feel like if this can be a consistent thing where each time something like this happens, the people and them are disreactive, I think things will be a bit more. But I'm not going to say it is going to change it completely, you know, but it might be a bit more different in the society. You know, I don't know, but sometimes I just really kind of just watch it, and then the next thing, this time it's looking like the people and them want to change. Next time they just fall back. You know, and I don't really like both.
Brother. We don't
consistent.
for the long haul.
So,
when it get bad, we bad, thing, you know? And then when it's sad, we good
exactly.
Again.
This week, you will hear that speaking on a story that transpired earlier. The following week, it's just like that. Nobody's is talking about it anymore again.
91.
You understand? So they like move on from all of that. But as I say, it comes down to all of us, you know. And I have to come in and also to applaud the JCF because in everything we have good and bad. And no matter what they might do, you can't flush out all the bad. But they're still doing They're still doing a tremendous work. You understand? They're still doing a tremendous work. And even though I see the government coming up with these bills saying that they're going to invest all this in crime fighting, none of that will work. The only way that will work is unless the citizens are willing to work with the police, the JCF, and also the JDF, and can trust them and have the faith in them to know that if I pass on certain information to you, my life won't be at stake. I still can rest in my bed comfortably, know that I went to the station yesterday and I report that Tom, Jerry, and Harry went and a shooting over, so, and 2 persons fatal, and next 2 is still in the hospital, critical, whatever the case is. And I know that I made that report, and they went and they hold on to them, and I still can sleep in my community and feeling well, and don't have to be looking over my shoulder and all them kind of thing. Until then, I don't think we'll have a great different when it comes on to the crime, because at the end of the day, it is just getting worse and worse. I can get up every day out of my bed, log on to Facebook or Instagram just to see a next sad story about something that going on down in Jamaica there. So, you know, it is, and the hard part about it is just to see people coming from these volatile communities, and I don't know, it's like they're craving the same kind of power. Because, you know, the Lord has blessed you and you have migrated and you're residing overseas and you're making good money, you're well okay. And just to see that you're really filtering back all that, you know, storing up the country and all them kind of things. You know, to kill your old brother and your old sister and all them kind of thing. You know, it's not like foreigners coming into doing that. You know, it's we killing our own, but then again, to each his own. I can't really tell a man what to do, but just to give him a good advice, and it's up to him if he wants to take heed, but he's getting his enjoyment from that. You understand? He's getting the feeling what he wants from that. So I can't really take that from them, and you have many, many more out there like him that I know personally, and is all they do is talk about badness and all kind of shit. And the man have to clean up their life, and you have many, many more out there.
Some people in the comment section and say you have to call the police on him still, but
no, you know, so I'm telling the honest truth. It come in my intention many times, but I try to flush it out. To be
what call and any man make people are dead, man. Good as your family member one at a time, my brother.
At the end of the day, yeah, I understand what you're saying and think there still. Yeah, you're correct with that. Yeah, you're definitely correct with that, you know, but just to see it is very sad. You know, it is very, 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 very sad. And just to see that people even residing here want to come home, want to come start a business and want to invest in the country and just afraid because they're seeing other returning residents going back and just losing their life because nobody wants to be murdered. People are coming back to Jamaica for vacation. People are coming back to feel back their culture because they have invested so much overseas just to make themselves better. And now they want to come back and relax in their country, in their birthland. Because we often tell people, not because you migrated and living overseas and you're straight and everything like that. You will never be accepted in terms of nationality. So to feel at home, you had to go for Jamaica. You had to go to Jamaica for that. You understand? But as you say, the comment section is saying that I should call the police, and if it come to my mind many times, but I don't know. A lot of doubts. I don't know at this point. What do you think?
You to decide.
Alright, that's what you to decide. But for me, I not support no man. I know say a killer from Jamaican brothers and sisters, and if you can do something for deal with it, you do something for deal with it. That's my opinion. You understand? You have to figure out what you need for that. But Carla, we have to run, think about it, and do the right thing in your purview.
Yeah, man, alright. Yeah, man, no problem. Man, have a blessed night, man, and just keep up the great work, yes, man. Alright, bless it. Alright.
Yeah, man, try to save a few more lives I had, bro. Big up yourself.
Alright, man. Alright, man. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Call Babsy.
Yeah, that me I go there now. I'm blind. Better somebody I call.
I'm blind one more time, I tell you.
You light up blind, yeah? Me not buy a glass again now, here.
I did blind from before. I'm now
You're blind
just
I know.
one. Daily I read skill. Hi Finar, good night.
Yeah, peeps. I beg up on yourself, Carla. You had the problem, no problem. You had the big problem. Yeah, what I was saying to before, alright, let me say make that Carla. Me still want to talk about Andrew. Don't let me forget to know.
I'm gonna write it down.
Yeah, man. Do that.
Good evening, General. Good evening. Good evening.
Good
Babsy!
Well, go on.
Get my phone cut off, call me back.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I don't know much credit upon that one here still. And that channel 4 we are use. So I go and sis, first and foremost, big up yourself. I really and truly, you know, I appreciate the support and love that you have given me down the years from earlier sight of the thing and to see a little potential there. So you teach, do it.
Yeah,
give thanks.
Yeah, we see the stars from early. You know what I mean? So I have to make sure that you keep on keeping on to the good fight and you don't let them beat you down.
Yeah,
you know?
man, I appreciate the link the other day about that little thing they said speed, but you don't know you have a thing on a level. You know a thing set up.
Road. Listen, I know the road, teach them. I know where Red Hills is and Mallions Road is. So when you on the wrong road, I will tell you,
wrong road
is the other way, right?
All right, sis. All right. Let's see, all right.
But I wanted to talk about the crime thing just a little bit. I want to keep it too long because it's something that I've been working on as a regional blogger.
Yes.
For maybe the last 5-6 years, because there's crime in Barbados, there's crime in Trinidad, there's crime everywhere. And I just want to say that right now on the call. I don't want nobody to feel offended like I'm some beige and looking down on a Jamaican situation or whatever. We just at the point where we have to do something to save our especially women and children, and you know what I mean, and put our region to be able to be in a position that it is going to be able to stand on its own 2 feet economically, progressively, and etc. So whenever I look at crime in Jamaica, it's always this weird feeling that you get when you start to talk about it, because it's kind of like the goalpost move in Jamaica, depending on who the victim is, depending on who the alleged perpetrator is, and so on. So it's like a man could kill his wife today and everybody cuss the man. But a man could kill his wife tomorrow and then blame the wife tomorrow because the man is supposed to be some big artist or he's supposed to be some big politician. So I notice there's like zero consistency when it comes to crime, especially crimes against women. Like it's always this kind of jump all over the place. Will rapist for fun? I'll let you jack here though, right? Like, so you know what I mean? Like, so there's never this straight and narrow where you say, yo, this is what it is, and this is how it's gonna happen. But for Jamaica and Trinidad, we've been kind of looking at the crime because they're similar in a lot of ways. Right. But the outcomes. But the beginning seems different from where I am. Now, just understand this is what I'm saying. I'm not looking down on nobody. When I look at a lot of the crime in Jamaica, I see 4 categories in almost every situation. 1, anger, right? So we kind of know that when you grow up in Jamaica, a lot of things could potentially happen to you where you might have been molested, you might have been raped, you might have witnessed your father get shot and killed in your house, you might have witnessed some real horrific things growing up, you might have been unfair, your mother might have went to foreign and left you, the people she left you with treated you bad, but there's this level of anger that I see in just everyday communication with not all Jamaicans, okay? I'm just saying, when you look at a lot of these criminals, there's this excessive level of anger that's unexplainable. Like a man step on your shoe and you want to kill him. Why? Why are you this angry? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So then now 2, there seems to be a struggle to resolve conflict. Conflict resolution is something that is taught. It's not something that you are born with. So when you see 2 brothers fighting over, a mango or whatever, somebody has to step in and say, hey, share with your brother. You guys can't fight over this. Don't beat your brothers. Like, that is missing. Where there's like this understanding of you don't always have to box down somebody because they did something you don't like, or you know, take things to the next level. So you start off angry, so now you're angry and you don't know how to resolve conflict. Now we get to the real problem, which is false sense of entitlement. And this is the real problem that I see with crime in Jamaica. When you look at Tamara Geddes was killed by her sister Nadine Geddes for land.
Yes.
Because her sister Nadine felt that she should have gotten the land, entitled, right? And that Tamara should not have gotten the land. So that's why she's killed. Same reason why the woman shot in her head at church by her stepson. Because we find out now, well, the father died, left all the land to the stepmom, so the stepson felt entitled to the land. So that's why he took her life, right? Now we can even look at Robert Fowler, who ended up killing Kenise Jackson. He killed Kenise Jackson because he's taking her to work, he's being nice to her, and he's not getting the sexual intercourse from her or the affection from her he wants. So he feels entitled to have sex with this woman now because she's been getting drives to work, and he's been doing things for her. So when you start to break down a lot of these incidents, right, you're seeing this false sense of entitlement theme reoccurring. Like, you're killing a foreigner because of a tablet, or returning national because they wouldn't leave their iPhone with you. So why do you think that somebody visiting Jamaica has to give you their iPhone? So clearly, you have a false sense of entitlement, right? And then lastly, there's this kind of bullying aspect to a lot of what goes on in Jamaica. So you see a lot of extortion going on. You see a lot of bullying going on. And extortion meaning I have a successful business. My business is at the corner of Waterloo Road. All of a sudden, the Don comes in and they want 15, 20% of my money. For what reason? Right? So if you're not give us, we gotta check it from you. So this is what I'm seeing. All these crimes is anger, lack of conflict resolution, false sense of entitlement, and just bullying and no concern for consequences. Because when I look at jail in Jamaica, I'm like, hold on a second, the man, they dress good. You know what I mean? These guys are out having a party in jail in Jamaica. So that is not a deterrent. So everyone's talking about hanging and politics and, you know, Andrew Holness. Robert Fowler wasn't raised by Andrew Holness. Robert Fowler would have probably been born in like Bustamante era, something around them Sangster era. You understand? So how could it be Andrew Holness? Understand what I'm saying? No, because there's people that Portia Simpson Miller was prime minister. Siaga was prime minister. So why, right? Is it always the prime minister's immediate fault for crime? Now, I'm not saying that he's not 110% responsible, because he does carry responsibility. But Robert Fowler was born during Bustamante or Sangster era, so how could that be Andrew Holness' fault? What did Andrew Holness is he doing wrong that would make a 50-something-year-old man feel like this good-looking, ambitious 20-year-old woman would want him? So this is where we got to get. And then for us, we can't help. Because every time we try to step in to help, advocate for women, advocate for the voiceless, we always get cussed out about, you know, oh, well, you want to be in Jamaican people's business. You want to be this. You want to be that. And that's the basic thing that we see across the Caribbean with everybody. I've had Vincentians come on my page and say, you know, keep out of our business. But the other day, a volcano erupted in their island, and Barbados sent 2 cruise ships to go and get them. So do you want Barbados in your business, or do you not want Barbados in your business? The bottom line is you can't get help if you don't bring awareness and advocate for the problems that you're having. So even when you see a man have an asthma attack, or a 17-year-old have an asthma attack and die in a hospital, you're saying, oh, well, we couldn't give her the nebulizer and we didn't have enough oxygen. Then things can get donated from Sweden, and those things can get donated from Ukraine and all these areas. But if these countries don't know that the hospitals in Jamaica need chairs, they need oxygen tanks, they can't donate them. But Jamaican culture is so hush hush, like no, say nothing, and that. So nobody can help. Nobody can help because we can't bring awareness of the problem. I took a bashing a couple of months ago because a Canadian woman died named Latoya Alcindor. She was visiting from Canada and she was killed by a man she was talking to because they were at a party and some men were speaking to her. And he got mad about that and killed her for that, right? And no one said anything about it. So then I said something about it and everybody was like, mind your own business, stay out of our business. But it's like, but a Canadian being killed in Jamaica is our business. A woman being killed is our business. A black woman being killed is our business. And we can't fight the society for improvement if we can't talk about it. So all we get is stay out. Don't talk about it. Don't call our name. You're so desperate to be a Jamaican. You really want to do this. When what we're doing is we're mobilizing in the other islands, Trinidad, Barbados. We're using our connections and utilizing what we have to make a regional change. But if every time we try to address something in Jamaica and people are telling us to stay out of it and we all look a hype, what hype is a Canadian person getting from talking about crime in Jamaica? I like, what clout would they get? Like, Nigeria has 150 million people. Jamaica has 3 million people. Like, if we want clout, why wouldn't we talk about nations with way more people that would garner way more eyes on us and cause way more confusion? We're trying to do things at a regional level. And I will, the CARICOM had reached out to me and we wanted to do some regional work. But I don't think it makes sense to do regional work when a lot of Jamaicans are like, them no one touch involved.
I'm going to interject this or no, Babsy. Because you are going, you see in life, no matter what you do, people are going to talk. If you do something you know right within yourself for the right thing you do, no make nobody deter you. If you have a talk up for justice, whether it is Barbados or Trinidad or St. Vincent, and you will feel like you need to talk your talk, because you are going. Now for the people that you talk now, do a thing to help them country neither. You understand? So if you feel like say you want to do a thing, no make nobody tell you if you not do it, make them go and talk. Because you are do something so and them just talk.
Look in the comments. They said that I'm taking shit on Jamaica.
Me see comments, man. But you know
but teach them. Hold on, I'll show you what's biased. What's biased is when I post and Usain Bolt win a gold medal. Nobody's telling me to stay out of Jamaica people's business. Then when I post that the first chief captain of Delta is a Jamaican man. Nobody's telling me to stay out of Jamaica business. Then we post all of the good news coming out of Jamaica. Unfortunately, because Jamaica leads the region in crime, there is going to be way more crimes to talk about coming out of Jamaica when Anguilla has one murder a year. Montserrat has 0.5 murders a year. So these people always talk like you're biased. How are you biased? Show me another nation where an 81-year-old's head was chopped off and blown off, and then a 6 and 10-year-old, her 6 and 10-year-old grandchildren were ran down and executed. If you can show me those stories, we will talk about them. But the fact is, those stories are not happening anywhere else. When you see a pastor's head get cut off, and his head's one side and his body's another side, that's not crime. That's domestic terrorism. That's what Al Qaeda does. That's what Taliban does. You're cutting people's heads off, chopping off people's hand, and the money's still in it. That is not crime. So this is where people got to understand. We can't help. So for me, I'll be honest, I cannot do Jamaican topics on my platform anymore. Because every time we do, this is what you get. You're biased. You don't like me. Me, if I didn't like you, I wouldn't talk about you.
Yeah, but Babs, that's me.
We can talk about a million and one other things. Like,
you can't make people deter you still, sister. That me does not tell you.
Talk to these people. Who is my best friend right now? Tell the people who my best friend is.
Claudia, that's Bounty Killer girlfriend.
Where do they live?
Jamaica.
All right. I can show you my cousin's last name, Bab, that live in Clarendon and Nathan, that have stores, why is everybody always making it seem like I go through a Rolodex to see who I could chat about today, and I'm just kind of like, let's go chill Jamaicans today. Do you know what I'm saying? If you know the level of people that are in my inbox that are like, please help, Babsy, help, Please help.
Yeah, me also know sis though. Watch out. You don't take it personal. Look here, them beat me. I meet me there yard now when me talk people vex, you know. But me not busy with people. I just work, I work. You understand what I say? And me believe in something and I'll keep dealing with it. So it no matter who want cuss, people cuss me say me a PNP when me beat the labor right them. People cuss me say me a labor right when me beat the PNP them. People cuss me say me hate the artist and when me call them on. But we just a work, I wanna take it in person, we just a work. People are gonna talk no matter what you do. People are gonna talk. So you are going. Don't take it personal. If you see something you want, adjust it. Come here and say, no for the people them when you talk, them not do nothing for the country. That's just the truth. And you not have to be Jamaican and do something for Jamaica. I am not from St. Vincent and never do something for St. Vincent. You understand what I say? I am not from Haiti and I've done things for Haiti. So I make nobody deter you, I make nobody get you down. Focus on your thing and just do your thing. You understand? Because no matter what you do, people are going to talk. And look here, if you never do nothing, people couldn't talk. You understand? Because you do things where people talk.
We are mobilizing, so we're trying to make changes in Trinidad when it comes to the kidnapping of women, you know, trying to get more security around taxis because a lot of the crimes against women in Trinidad seem to be stemming around that. You know, there is domestic related incidents when women are being killed in Trinidad, but a lot of it is random. So now it's kind of like, are you killing women randomly for the, you know, for organ harvesting, for like human trial, like what's going on? So we've already made strides. We've already gotten like a somewhat regional security kind of posse, if you want to call it, coming together to address some of the problems. But right now we're not doing it with Jamaica because everybody just kind of came to the decision, like, yo, leave them and let them figure it out.
But yeah, me I say still, because we're going to wrap and I want to take a few more calls, you know. But you are going. No matter nobody deter you. As me I say, I am Jamaican, and I do this, and people beat me every day same way. For whatever reason, no matter what you do, people are going to have an agenda. Especially when you talk the truth, it will offend somebody. It's just the nature of the thing. You understand? Because if me I do something about Barbados, as some people in Barbados are cuss me, them in the business with them. You understand me? I say, I work. Well, as me I said, me probably different to the Babsy, because what me do, me not really get emotional about the thing, but just do some work. You understand me? I say, we don't busy with people. People will be people.
Just to understand, but listen, we're not taking it personal, we don't care neither, but we can't fight with people to help people. So we just kind of made the decision, like, yo, just drop it and just go with these other islands that are ready to do it. You know, we're getting the support of Mia Motley, the Prime Minister of Barbados, and, you know, other people. So we are moving and we are doing something. But I just want to let it be known that it's very difficult to incorporate Jamaica into that regional plan because of how much fight a lot of Jamaicans give all of us for trying to help.
So you are going. We're going to talk about this here because we have some things to talk about, you know things set up. And big up yourself. You know, so even though you're not yardy, my sister said speed. And you know, we're not busy with people. So
you don't know, man. We see the work and stuff.
Yeah, well.
We see the work and stuff.
Yeah,
so
well.
big up yourself, man. And good night. Good night, everybody in the chat. All who like me and all who cussing me. We gonna still wake up and drink Milo and think tomorrow. You understand? So enjoy yourself. Cuss, and we'll talk later. Love you, teach them.
All right, Babsy. Take care, sis.
All right, big brother. All right, cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yo, how you growing, man? Eh? I don't know, so I'm not visit on for the pound of best behavior. I don't know who grew on the Rasta. On the granny now go proud. Miss Mavis and Miss Mildred and them people there. Aunt Jemima and Miss Millicent. They not go happy. Oh, no behavior, man. You know who grew up.
This is a Congo.
Who not grow good, man? Yeah, stand on our nearby house and I show no colors.
Not funny.
Pour Miss Pansy now, go please.
Miss Baby.
Miss Mavis are dead people.
Yeah, Miss Baby's grow them good enough. Some don't know why them are behave badly.
Yeah, people. But the truth is that sometimes us alone can't take anything. Because I think, as me I tell you every still. See, you know anything about it is, even though Babsy is my friend, I don't pick up fear, but I think she have good intentions. You understand? And I mean, Jamaican vloggers vlog about things from other places. So I don't know whether people can vlog about things from Jamaica. You understand? But you know me not busy with people. You understand? Because then cuss left, then cuss right. Answer your phone. How long time you not take no call? You know what?
Hello.
Tell them to turn off.
Please to turn off what you're watching on.
Okay, Miss Scott.
Oh.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Miss.
Thank you.
Sound like a Roger.
No, sir, you can't do that.
Yeah, Roger, yes. Good night, Roger. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
That's good. Thanks for calling in. What you have to talk about?
You saying call to tell you happy birthday.
Oh, you called to tell me happy birthday?
Yeah, me have something to talk about earlier on, but I couldn't get on.
Alright, Roger. Well, next night you try to get on, alright?
No, sir, you can't do that.
And thanks for calling in to tell me happy birthday, alright?
Welcome, Miss.
Alright, hon. You remember Roger?
Roger, I never used to teach Roger, Gio, man.
Yeah.
Roger, me is his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, used
One
to
look a
teach him,
slim
Gio.
brown one. Kirby. People they running strong Kirby.
Babs did the big side in the music, that is why they mean that. I wish side Babs the big boat, because you see true, I do two beds of things still. But Babs I'm a G from them times still.
But if you're not Alan at me, somebody is calling. Hello, good night.
Hello?
You have to turn on what you're watching on, please.
Yeah, are you hearing anything in my
Yeah, man.
background right now?
Alright, so I'm hearing you loud and clear now. Go ahead, good night.
Hey, good night. Happy birthday before
Thank
I
you
go.
very much.
I was in and out of the stream. So when I left the stream, I heard that teach them talking about crime as how it relates to the current state of dancehall. Where I missed what he was saying, where I think he said something like crime influence. There's a crime does play. The music does play an influence, and I did not understand exactly what he meant by that.
Okay. Happy to address. Zane?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And let me clear it up before we get anything misconstrued.
What you say, me must be a man?
No, nah. No,
He
sir.
said, let's clear it up
I said,
before
let's
you get
clear it
anything.
before we get
Yeah.
anything misconstrued. This is what I'm saying. I am not attributing the crime problem to the music. I have never done that. What I have said though is it is my opinion, it is my view, based on my own assessment, observation, and analysis, that the music potentially influences the mindset of people, and in instances it may have led to crime. I have never said that the music is a major contributor of crime. I went on to tell you all the things that I think influence crime, and that is just a minute aspect of it. So I have never said Jamaica's crime problem is down to the music. What I have said is that based on the fact that we have very impressionable minds, none of the youths them can switch off the music from them life, so them live the music. And I've said it before. I've heard.
I agree.
Go ahead. You said something?
I agree with you, you know. I really do agree with you. But you gave a scenario when you say that you will listen to a certain kind of music, but it doesn't have
It doesn't
any
influence me to do things. Right?
Yes, but when somebody else listens to that music, it can have an influence on them.
Right.
But then I think with that kind of, what would I say, perspective, you have to ask yourself, why does that music have such influence on
And
that
I can
person?
answer that question. I would be happy to answer that question. Right, because for me, I think I am at a certain level of intellect and maturity where I can now appreciate the music for what it is, which is art, while some people are not able to do that. It could be because of their environment, it could be because of how they were socialized, it could be because of peer pressure, but I am an independent thinking person. Nobody not Scotty can't tell me if you do something me no want to do. I run me, I go run away. Like me no know her. You understand? Because I am able to make decisions. So it's my friend, it's my sister. I know she not gonna tell me nothing wrong. So me a listener. But if she tell me something me think wrong, then me go run her away. And no matter who me just go run your way, because I am able to think for myself. None of the youths them can't think for themselves. Me teach the youth them, you know. Me know them, you know. They are easily led and easily influenced.
Good, I like that. So what I was saying though, then that means the problem then is not really the music, but the ability of these youngsters not to think for themselves. But sometimes I do think we somewhat obfuscate the problem when we say that it's the music. And while I do think the music have a lot to play on it, I'm just saying sometimes when you say that because this man can listen to the music and do this, that means the music makes you do this. Right. But I think if we focus too much on the music, we kind of miss the real problem. And the issue there is a lot of these youth sometimes internalize this situation too much. And the reason why they internalize the situation too much is not really because of the music, but because something apart from the music. And while the music does exacerbate the issue, I don't think it's really the cause of the problem, in my opinion.
I don't think the music is the root cause of crime. That would be unfair. No. But all we're saying is that it has the potential to influence the mindset of some of the youths. That is a stance that I've taken from day one, and that is a stance that I'm willing and prepared to defend in any forum, any time. You understand? But I don't think it's a root cause. I told you guys what I think the root cause of crime are. But the music, sir, and again, this is just my opinion, it influences these youngsters beyond how you would believe. Why so many of the youths bleach out when artists come say a bleach in a tweet?
Because
why so many of the youths tattoo up when artists say a tattoo a tweet? Man go say them a tattoo in your eyeball and blind. Because alkaline and wear contact lens and tattoo in your eyeball.
But the reason, in my opinion, why these people sees entertainers and these public figures as somebody to emulate. Yes, is because of the done at the family. Right. So the point I'm really trying to hammer home, is not the music is not the problem, it's just a symptom.
No, I heard what you're saying. I heard what you're saying, and I don't disagree with you, I heard exactly what you're saying, and I understand exactly what you mean. You understand? You're saying it is the inability of the youths to process certain things, and their level of immaturity intellectually and emotionally that it can't separate the music from the reality from the right. So I understand exactly what you're saying. I do understand.
Yeah, because my understanding, this is just my simple perspective of this, because I generally, recently, honestly, I listen to less and less dancehall these days because the music is not so appealing anymore. But my general understanding of it is this. There's a lot of indicators that we know that cause people to engage in criminal activity. I think in Jamaica, the high school dropout rate for young men is extremely high. Correct. And I think that's one of the issues too. One of the things, as I think you pointed out earlier in the show too, with fatherless homes, a lot of these youngsters don't have no father. That is why they see these entertainers, somebody to emulate, like when entertainer bleach out them skin too, because they don't really have this father in this home to look up to. So,
brother, calm down, because my father them buy the bleaching cream, and that's how you think rich, brother.
Probably exactly. And the reason why, in my opinion, that these fathers are such a horrible father is probably because they never have a father around too. So this is a perpetual thing that has been ingrained into our culture decades upon decades.
Cycle.
Yes, I'm saying the music is just, in my opinion, a reflection of it. And sometimes when I see people try to do
Carla, I can say something to you about the music, and I'm going to hear me out and don't get upset. Back in the days, and probably not so long ago, the music was a reflection of the surroundings. Yeah, so the music, people use the music now to reflect them surroundings. You understand? Now the music I reflect what a man are doing in his life. Think about it. I say it again in the next way. Back in the days, people were doing music of the life that them see around them. But people are not doing music of the life that they are living. I'm going to leave it there, so. Enough of the man when you hear come sing some things, them not just sing some things, some man sing some real life things with them involved in it. Take it from me. And that is you know what's the next part of the problem where people are fail to accept. Many artists in this country are purchasing guns to give some youths.
I agree, brother. Like, I don't think people disagree with you.
No, man. What you answer, brother? What you mean?
Really?
Yes, man. Yeah, some man when no artist can't do nothing wrong in a brother.
No, man.
I mean, people that way, you know.
Them people that brave, man.
No, man, because we are unfair. And because there's a narrative that the system will fight the youth them, we buy into the narrative. So the system will fight the youth them. And the truth is that the youth them will fight themselves. But because we have learned to glorify these artists and put them up on pedestals, and worship them, they can do no wrong. Mm-hmm. And the moment something comes out, you say, frame them. I'm here. Your ear say, I set them up. The truth is, a lot of artists are using them hard-earned money where you guys show up here and buy them music and I buy guns, sir. That is the truth of the matter. And the thing is that there is facts to tell you that you have man in a prison and serve time for gun and for murder, brother.
Mm-hmm.
So I know something we are make up. But the truth is, Carla, and the reason why some people continue to ostracize the music is this. Nobody can say anything about entertainers and people don't get upset. So people are fight back because people are saying, yeah, as me said this, you start to that. The truth is that if we are going to be honest to ourselves, if we are going to be real to the situation, you have artists in the country who are influence crime and violence, and teach them will not apologize for that because of facts.
I agree with you, teach them 100%, 100%. But this is just a small distinction here that I want to make, you know.
Sure, bro, go ahead.
While, and it's based back onto the point that I made previously, while these artists, in my opinion, do engage in this criminal activity, and it's not excusable. But I'm just saying, before these artists get into music, you know, they were participating in a life. They had a life.
But Carla, every artist coming out of the business say they want to come out of poverty. They want to stop suffer. You get a chance to stop suffer now. Why you don't stop suffer, brother? If I grew up as a poor boy, and let me put this, I grew up in poverty, sir. I can tell you what that look like. I have said it here before. Brother, you feel like say me couldn't see a little better life now, brother, and I play a fool. I happy. I give thanks and more happiness me want. And if me can help a few youths get that happiness that to me, I bring them with me, brother. Why me ever send the youth them go to prison when me can send them go work?
Mm-hmm.
And them things that we talk about and stop finding excuse for the man them bridging. Me kind of get emotional, so I breathe.
No, man, you're good. But I'm just saying, you know, I'm not sure if you hear about the term institutionalized. Have you heard about the term?
Yes, man.
Yeah, man, institutionalized mean like people always say, you might take the boy out of the hood.
But you can't take the hood out of them.
Yes.
So tell me you can't take poverty out of me now.
No, so people after a while, you know.
And understand my answer still, bro.
And it's not a good thing, you know. It's a culture that in Jamaica that we are embracing, and it's not a good thing. But that's basically what I'm saying, is that we sometimes, I think the music is there, and it's the symptom of the problem, and not the problem itself.
And I don't disagree with you, Carl. I do not disagree with you at all, you know. But the thing is that we just need puppy.
I know that, me right. You can't read.
No jam, Sonny?
No, I'm me right.
Okay, yeah. Yes, Carla, so sorry about that. I don't disagree with you, bro. But I'm just saying, if we're going to be real, we need to accept the fact that it have a role. It is playing a role. Yeah, it is not the root cause of the problem. It is not even close to being the biggest problem. But we need to understand that this is happening, And we need to be real about it and stop finding excuses. Because you have justice in Jamaica for some man and none for some man. Conditional. I mean, that is, I don't appreciate. I want uniformity. I want, as Burban Dan said, right across the board, brother. And that's my thing there. So, bro, big up yourself. I like how you are very measured in your presentation and your question. And you seem to be a fair person. And I appreciate that.
All right, man. Thank you for everything.
Give thanks. Big up yourself. Yeah. Remember what I said about Andrew Holiness now. See? When Andrew come out and I said the music. Enough to do that neither. What he should have done, and listen me now. I'm telling you, I'm a politician, I can't lose both you know. Andrew said, look here, man. I know it is well documented that the crime situation started with my predecessors and early
Somebody
politicians.
said that to me.
See?
Somebody said
and
that.
I know that they have caused certain things.
I hope the person is listening. They said the exact same.
They have caused certain things to afflict the country down the years. But I am asking you for a chance for prove say I want the best for the country. Me I ask for your chance to show yourself me different. Me not blame that we started it. We are part of the problem. Come up, we fix it. Scott me a politician and I can't lose. Because I want me to talk to people and love me. You understand what I say? Come to it and tell us this is the problem. this is it. And we need for yes I start. It up me down so with the yes or no, what are we going to do? In fairness to the Prime Minister, the crime situation has evolved.
Sorry, it started
It start with them, but it kind of leave them a small fries in I think, you know, because they can't talk to someone. You understand? Politician both will get back on someone, and that is true. You understand? But you need to come out and be honest. See, I'm sleepy, she's sleepy.
That's not sleeping. The birthday. I don't have our
yeah, man, we're going to wrap up now. So that is what the Prime Minister should then do.
Watch, yes,
no. Defending boss. Yes, a fool, man.
Yes, hello.
You understand me? I said, that is what the man should then do, brother. We know where things start. You don't have to call nobody name, because we know where things start.
Yeah, just put a blanket statement, yeah.
See? But the truth is that him can't just come out so and attribute crime
you can't blame music, sir. You cannot wholesale blame music. That would be unfair.
Music is not the full problem.
And I don't even think it's the biggest factor. Problem. Correct. So it's unfair to blame it.
So the Prime Minister wrong. That's so him no wise. Yeah, if I me win the crowd. Because I say, Bridget, here we go. And you know some man from one of them 70s and 80s there.
Do some
from
things.
Both sides I divide, orange and green. Do some things. Bring some things about it. Some people start dead about it and they manifest and they matriculate down the years. But the truth is the thing has evolved and it has gotten bigger than us. It is out of control now. All of us as Jamaicans need to come together.
And see.
You understand what I say? But him not wise. He could win the people and he lose them again. You understand? The artists them now, because I said this about them and then me left. The artists them now be fear neither. Because you see the artists them, they know so some of them colleagues in a foolishness. Because you know, when we talk to them one way, we hear things.
But not even that. Me not even go down there with it. I am saying, if somebody can say I listen to the song and the song motivated me to do something good, why can't it do the opposite of that? Why can't that song motivate you or give you that psyche that you think you can carry out some heinous acts? It works both ways. It's a positive and a negative, and nobody's blaming crime wholesale on music, because that would be ridiculous. But you just know that sometimes once you talk, a person just becomes heated and the conversation goes down.
Emotions, man.
Emotions.
But that is truth. So if the music influence, if you look good, it can influence if you
look
bad.
And you always see a girl of emotions, you know. But some of my man is full of emotions.
But you see, that thing there will come back to emotional intelligence. We lack that about that.
Full of emotions.
The man have more emotion than the girls, man. Because enough women now defend the artists, them like.
Oh, that Mr. Ochi?
I'm on them. You understand? Ochi!
Bless up you.
Girl, them. Dutchy. But I deal with youth. So, peeps, that's the thing. I now blame the music for no crime in Jamaica. As me done telling you, say, the politician them from them time, they were idolized. And wow, some of them become national hero and zero and things in there. Some man were gone long time, plus some people, some woman will come through and them sitting there. Zane, I throw it born with the box. It never right, both bags there, see? And
You talk about that?
we talk about it for next time, man. I'll do a video about it still. And the truth is that the crime is multifactorial. As I said before, many different factors influence crime in the country.
Angles the crime
The breakdown of the family is a
paramount importance, sir.
Corrupt politicians, corrupt police, corrupt members of the judiciary,
family gone down the
family
drain,
degradation and decay.
All of them.
Youth them not drop out of school. We have whole heap of baby mother and baby father, but we don't have parents. A whole heap of things, family. I don't know one thing. It's not just the music, and not just police, and not just politician. The people them, and let's not forget, because many of we don't hear say talk and I say some whole heap of things. Ochi say happy birthday.
Thank you, Ochi.
Enough of we there talk and I say a bag of things. See, if you see your brother kill a man, you not tell nobody. If you know say your brother kill people, you not tell nobody. So we not do nothing for help fight
May I
crime.
ask a question, so when it is at your
See?
door, what you do?
If you see teach them kill a man, you call the police because you can't teach them and a friend. You understand what I say? But if your brother kill somebody, nothing, everything
him bury
good.
body.
You understand? Help him bury body. And start help him kill too. You understand? So enough of we are talking, we not do nothing to help the situation neither. We not sure about it. Me telling you say Mrs. Scotty I do something wrong, you know.
Yeah, me not make you
Me a sugar her out. You understand what I say? Because she could have circle my yard too. And me work hard. You understand what I say? So that's my thing then. Because look, you know, I'm always tell people, you know, it might be Master John daughter today. But you have a daughter to brother.
So it can be yours
You have
tomorrow.
a son. What is to prevent it from being your son and your daughter down the road? But because you don't reach a your doorstep yet, everything good.
Dandy.
You understand what I say?
See somebody come from New York.
Zane, brother,
You gone. Thanks Cookie Mama and Dwight. Appreciate you.
The pastor them a criminal about it. People them in a bank are criminal. You know how much people dead because they go a bank and tell a call their friends say, yo, one short thick body girl just come out with 250 grand and she because they have your address per file.
I always wonder sometime about that.
What do you mean you wonder? You know how much people dead, sir? And then you go bank again, me come with you.
Me not have them the money there.
Oh, you know them money there. Me I say
You
your
don't
money
need
now.
to follow
I
me.
tell you, if you stop calling little money for yourself. Yeah, sir. Peeps, here we go. Think up on yourself. Scotty, you're going to need to do something, so we are going to cut off the stream quick and fast and thing. But with there, I know people always say we must do this more. But as she, can I live here now? I am live. So when me a stream, I am there stream. So she a problem, you see me? Yes.
Me always a problem.
You see, but if me there, then me can be a problem.
So suppose you tell me say me no fit come here.
I would have never. What I tell you the other day, you're always welcome here.
That's what people say.
My home is your home. Where I go, you go. My family is your family.
Stop it, guys.
Yeah, Pete. So here we go on. I know so some more people want to talk about. We're going to do this, as I say. Scotty was supposed to be streaming from her house sometimes, but for some reason my computer now manage something, so I can't do that. Zane?
Yes, I don't want to go to any Red Lobster with you. You hear? No Red
So
Lobster.
at that one, so we're going to do this again soon.
Yeah.
As I say, if it don't happen, Scotty fault. Take myself out there very early. I think we are fool.
You really say you would be a good politician, sir? Put the blame.
Yeah, Jay, big up yourself in the broski.
Thanks,
You
Corey.
understand? Corey, big up yourself in the youth. Long time I don't see the eye, you know. You know what thing go. Peeps, manners and respect. You know what things. As I say, we are going to try to do this more often because I know when people don't know. I don't want to tired for see me to still. I don't want to love Scotty. But I want to throw on a friend them for people. So this thing.
So do your friend them.
So do your friend them. But we don't want to say way. Big up to the people that call in. I know a lot of people call in and not get you. But seriously now, Scotty have to go step out and thing. And me alone about I want to do it after. You understand
I'll see you guys soon.
Interview Tuesday, 7:30. I'm an easy, big singer. She drives me crazy. On and on. You understand?
I
Yeah,
love
man.
your baby. Simo, I saw your comment.
Yes,
You favor
Simo.
fool.
But you see you.
Good couple, you favor fool.
Yeah. A little war go pop off in the scheme. And every man run down to machine. You understand? We just take over yourself. Peace. Big up on yourself. You see what I say? Yeah, man. Bro. Yeah, do me. So, you broke my heart.
Go on, Ace.
Peace, pick up on yourself. Yes, pick up yourself, brethren. I mean, I want you to love me when you see me on the street. You understand what I say? It's not jail P, it's not PNP, it's for the people. Yeah, it's only one P. Well, I mean, like some other P, you know. You understand? But that's not for that stream, it's a family stream base. Yeah, a 2P my thing there. You understand? Yeah, man. When I read him was stealing and cleave it, though, body shooting in a dance hall. That P there. You understand what I say? And the people there, me then I know more other P, brother. Put on the rhythm and the people there. Yeah, I love music. Peace, big up on yourself. Manners and respect. I'll see you guys Tuesday. Make it a date and don't be late. You know what thing though? Don't look feet. Get book feet. I know all of people that ask me want to talk about interview. Then when you see interview, when you see the interview, then this is what happened to you. You understand? When you leave on the patience. You understand? Sky God!
Yeah, that's sure. That's so much. It's going to be interesting, people. Stay tuned.
Yeah, man. Cargo interview, no holds barred. All things put on the table. Some we have got to take them off, but
say table dash way.
Everything dash way for the ground. Yeah, man. So I don't want to look forward to the interview, but the truth is that we did interviews before Cargo, and you know, fear is fear.
Yeah, man, but just
go and hold out, man. And then Cargo been do interview here, there, and everywhere. You go and watch them one day and make the people them eat the food. I want to. You understand what I say? Yeah, man.
Yeah, cookie, mama. I love Cargo too, but
nah, say lot, my friend.
Cargo love him wife bad cookie, so me never get a chance.
Or if them a premature, the world say me name. Or if them stick around, only just for the fame. Scotty, me a ask you if me can trust you.
No.
Peace, big up on yourself. You know what thing go, walk good. Step with Jack. Safe travel upon the gravel. Scotty, happy birthday.
Thank you.
You understand? Big up your nice self. See, and for the P, it's not my wife. It's my brother and my sister.
Two of them in the one?
Yeah, man. Oh, it's more my sister still, but I'm my brother too.
No, my your sister know that me have ear.
That you have ear, right? Yes. More time cut off here than my brother. That's what I think of. Cousin. Peeps. Well, cookie mama, big up yourself. All of the people that contribute. I know some people contribute and I never remember if they say it, but they appreciate it. Big up on yourself, big up on the pocket, as Major Mackerel said, I hope on the food basket shall never be empty. You understand? So we can get some more. Big up on yourself. Me soon on Tuesday, I know we upload on a daily basis. I want to watch a video them and like them and share them and tell people about the thing and what. But I want to love Babsy.
Wait, yes, medicine for Chicago.
Peeps, big up on yourself here. One love, heart of love. I'm out. Or you don't want to tell the people I'm sitting.
Good night, guys. I appreciate you guys. See you again soon.
I'm out.
Thank you for tuning in. Like the stream before you go. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Remember to share the stream with your family and friends and browse the channel for more amazing content. Until next time, walk good, my friends.
Teach them! Hey, yo, hello! Send the message and make it reach them. It's Teach Them, right here. Warlord representing.